Well, that was a fucking exercise and a wait. Holy shit, Microsoft, do you not know how to release a game on PC anymore? Phew. Who unlocks a AAA game at 9 p.m. Eastern Time? What the hell? And then requires a 30-minute update just to get it working. Ooh, Dartigan's not off to a good foot right now. Oh yeah. Oh, sure. Why not? Include my Xbox sign-in even though I'm clearly on PC. Oh. Ooh, hold on a second. Oh, Microsoft. You take one step forward and then you take another step back. I haven't signed in with my actual Xbox Live credentials in so long I can't remember what it is. Tried to enter too many times with I only tried to enter once, you piece of garbage. Hold on, chat. Dartigan has, technology to deal with. I have to prove I'm not a robot. See if this is the right password. No, it wasn't. God damn it, what the hell was my Xbox password? Also, Blue Joshua, thank you for your 31 months of being a sub. Let us go, in fact. I'm just trying to remember what my Xbox Live password is. Maybe I should have just bought this goddamn thing on an Xbox. Ah. I hate Microsoft so much. Gears 5, how fun. Yeah, I can't even show you this because I'm trying to sign into something. Maybe it was my other email. Okay. What happened? I'm trying to sign into my Xbox account because you need that on your PC. Congrats, I did it, chat. Wonders of technology. Alright, before I go any further, let me go ahead and get these announcements out of the way that I should have already done. But I wanted to wait until I was, clear everything was working. There we go. Everything is as it should be. Now I get to return to my normal Japanese cash register employee style tone of voice. Arigato, konnichiwa gozaimasu. Come again, ojaku-sama. There we go. Got the tone back. That's actually my voice coaching, my voice practice before starting streams. Alright, everything is good. By the way, hope you guys enjoyed the Man of Medan video. I think it went pretty well. Thankfully, it was a lot shorter than I hoped and I expected it to be. So it begins? It does begin. We just gotta wait for some people to show up because I only just now did the announcements. Am I having emotion yet? How did my second playthrough go? Basically, I didn't like the second playthrough as much. The ending really sucked. Like, the Olsen guy just has a heart attack in the hold. And then like what it was, Alex and Connor got into a knife fight at the end over the distributor cap because they were hallucinating. I was like, this kind of blows. But I did keep everyone alive in one of them. But it was clearly not the version you're intended to play. But I did it anyway, just so I could get a couple extra scenes for the video. You found it funny what I said with that one sin, that if I were a woman? Well, it's kind of true. In every game where I can play as a woman, I will sleep with every man who hits on me. No questions asked. Alright, let me go ahead and get this stuff right. That looks good to me. There we go. Control scheme, gore, much please. Also, TB Hunter, thank you for your sub. 17 months. Mature content? No, Christian stream. We don't want swearing. Subtitles off. Font size, good as is. I'm not using a controller for this one. So why am I late? Because the game did not unlock on Steam until 9 PM. And then it took a 30-minute update before it would even let me play it. Before you experience the campaign, compete in versus, outlast the swarm horde, and outrun them and escape. What? What? Before I can experience the campaign, why? Huh? What is this bullshit?
Lieutenant Delmont Walker, reporting for duty. Yo, Baird, how long is it gonna stay dark in here?
Wait, dark? Where are you?
Okay.
Where
Forced
you told me to
tutorial.
Oh dear, miscommunication.
For the multiplayer, I'm never gonna touch.
Alright, can you at least see Dave?
Look preference, your look controls have been set as push forwards to look up, yes.
Yeah,
Bobby's
I
first
see
PC game.
Alright, working on getting that module powered up.
It's just Harry.
Ah, lights are glitched. Iris, open the doors.
Oh yeah, this is that Nathan Drake / Marcus Phoenix character.
What the hell, man?
Hey, we had to get light in that box somehow, didn't we? Hang on, we'll set you down.
This is your first Gear game. What should you expect? Very meaty dudes. Destroyed beauty, because Cliffy B was had a hard-on for that. And goo. Lots of goo.
Your armor will record.
Man, you think your boss gonna be able to compile my moves?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Nice landing, Baird.
Thanks. Okay, we need to calibrate those sensors, so just follow Dave. Good, now keep up with them.
Hopefully the game isn't too loud on your guys' end.
Your waffles will be there when we're done, kid.
Does Microsoft think no one knows how to control a game on PC? And this was necessary?
Dave, proceed.
Thick men and goo. Got it.
All right, Lieutenant. After every task, I'll update your TACCOM. Check it out.
Hold shift.
Oh, look. I see Dave.
Wonderful. I love it.
Don't be mean to chainsaws with guns. Yeah, I think Microsoft has, forgotten that people have been playing, PC games for a long time.
Iris, bring in the next module.
Incoming, Damon.
All right. Step 1 for combat-ready VPs is making them use and understand cover, like you would.
Press space to take cover.
To the next piece of cover, please. All right. Now swap to the adjacent cover. Perfect. We got it. Now hug that wall and move left. Pretend you're taking
Hug the
fire.
wall? Is it feeling bad? Hug wall. Cure of depression.
Okay. Could we stay in cover, please? Try it again.
I'm just intentionally fucking with robot. Well, that's a bit sensitive.
Kid, you gotta move in cover.
What?
Okay. Could we stay in cover, please? Try it again.
Why does he just detach?
Okay. Could we stay in cover, please? Try it again.
This time with passion. Like it's clearly like spacebar now to stay in cover, right?
Okay. Could we stay in cover, please? Try it again.
Hold space. I am holding space. Hold space makes you run, chat.
Try it again.
See, the arrow does change, like if you want to roll out of it, or like go around the corner.
Stay in cover, please. Try it again. Good. Data's clean.
Oh, that's what they meant.
Now let's make it more interesting. Our DB's gotta learn that enemies can still hit them in cover from an angle. Use
Maybe I do need the tutorial,
line
chat.
of sight so they can learn how to move like a real gear.
All right, I'm down.
Dave, bring up your targeting laser.
Oh, you can't find me. Oh, you missed me.
You know, if we ever do have, smart robots, I'd hope we give them better language than beep 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 bop bop.
You know what? This is kind of fun.
I'm out here acting like a game journalist. Say, shut it. That's mean.
Okay, let's wrap up this module with a cover mantle. Take cover near Dave. Now, mantle up and over.
Admittedly, though, that
So, how
it's just one of those moments where you get the frustration, repeat cover training. No, thank you.
You know, limber.
Iris, activate the sprinting trench.
Certainly, Damon.
Running at full speed while keeping your head down does not come naturally to a bot. So let's show them how it's done.
In my defense, I thought it wanted me to go around the corner.
Race Dave to the other end, kid. Iris, countdown, please.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good. Now race Dave back to the start. Iris,
3,
I don't like the R2-D2 language.
go.
I'm just saying it would be very annoying to try to figure out what a bunch of beeps and boops mean. Do you want to learn that so you can talk to a robot rather than just have it have synthesized
All right,
language?
good job.
It never even made sense. Like, clearly the other robots spoke English and other languages, but the R2-D2 unit just like it's a beep boop 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 boop. For no seemingly reason. No reason at all.
Just think, every time it sprints, it'll have your distinctive gait.
Lucky them. What's next?
Iris, ready for the shooting module.
Finally.
Shooting module has been
By the way, chat, in my Discord today we discovered a new potential meme called Open Nut.
Okay,
I did it kind of by accident, by a typo, but sometimes it's just how it happens.
Man, how could you not trust something with a chainsaw bayonet?
Target lock. On beginner difficulty, assisted target lock snaps and locks on enemies when you aim at them. Currently enabled, but if you want to turn it off now or later, pause the game with escape and change the setting under options accessibility. It is automatically... Yeah, we're not going to be using that. Accessibility. Target lock. Okay, it's off automatically. Fabricator ping. Subtitles. Wait, this has a text-to-speech? I'm curious. What is the text-to-speech going to read out? We might have to check that out at some point.
How am I looking, Bear? Sexy, right?
Now let's try using blind fire to destroy them while keeping yourself protected and covered.
Unit operational. Use my assistance required.
Gotta play the multiplayer to find out what text 2 is.
Put that in your tank.
What a weird thing. How long am I streaming tonight? Probably a bit longer than I... Well,
Have trouble nailing
since
a
I started
perfect
late,
reload.
I'll probably go a bit longer than I normally would.
Oh, perfect. That's gotta be solid data there.
Not bad, not bad. But let's up the challenge. Can you take down a moving target?
Unit online.
Aim and shoot.
Listen, how may I help you?
Where B? Oh. Well, that's Baird up there, actually. Let's get a look at him. Why can't we just have the game devs and pubs make good games? Well, they do. We played many of them, in fact.
Cut. Easy peasy.
Good. Let's move on to explosives training, shall we? Grab some frag grenades from the rack.
You sure you want DBs tossing frags around?
Have you met the swarm? All right, now equip it.
Make games great again, huh?
Iris, bring in some volunteers. for
Didn't these
the
used to have
bunker
spikes on 'em?
blow up.
Yes, dear. Damon. Yes, Damon.
You didn't hear that.
Baird?
He's got a sexy AI, doesn't he?
DBs help train them.
They're old custodial units. I was gonna strip them for parts anyway. Okay, just like when shooting, keep your head down and blind toss a grenade.
Citizen safety
Blind toss, huh?
concerns deactivated.
How much do you think these things were blowing up cost?
Great. Now open your
R2
eyes.
units mostly communicated with computers and weren't really supposed to interact with their masters or a personal level. They were actually meant to communicate with protocol droids if they needed to relay a problem with their master, which... So you need another robot just to translate what another robot is saying to you. See right there? That's a bad design issue.
Grab more frags if you need them.
That's one.
That didn't seem like it was good physics there.
Terrific. This module's
That's
almost
Apple's design, yeah. Star Wars is actually the future, the bad future we get if Apple, continues their monopoly.
Does Marcus like tomatoes?
Strangely, they overcomplicate it later on.
Grab some fresh ammo and frags, then get back into cover.
This is an awfully long tutorial for a game. It's really just about shooting. Here's what 90% of this game is gonna be: us ducking behind cover and shooting things.
These Shepherd DBs are using sharp rounds. Take them out.
No problem.
Aim for the head. They'll go down quicker.
Quick is good. Let's start.
And try mixing things up between firepower and explosives. Don't use the same thing.
Citizen safety concerns deactivated. Engaging. Citizen required.
Keep them coming, man. I got this.
Also, you're the only one getting fuck tons of ads for Apple shit live stream tomorrow. What are they live streaming? I don't really pay attention to Apple. I don't buy their stuff.
Why not?
Last time I bought an Apple product, it was actually an iPod, and it just, you know, broke after like a month.
He is joining us now.
See.
What's wrong with him? Looks fine to me.
Dave?
What a pleasant day we're having. Having.
Help him up, Dell. You know, for science.
I got you. I got you.
Your assistance is most appreciated.
Why you no use AdBlock? I appreciate those who don't use AdBlock. That's how we content creators
talking about?
get paid.
Dave?
Kinky.
DB, help him up.
Damon, this is not part of the training protocol. Are you instead having fun with Lieutenant Walker?
Iris. Ignore her, kid. She's on the fritz or something.
That's the George Washington robot from Infinite.
Oh, you're a real dick, Baird.
Hey, kid, do me a favor and scrap that custodial unit for me. Just use your Lancer's chainsaw.
Really? Damn, man, that's cold.
What's my melee button? R. I was waiting to see if maybe we'd find out there was a person in there.
Thanks, kid. Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets recycled. Head over to Dave when you're ready to continue.
Are you sure about the George Washington robot? I mean, how can you tell? He's doing a George Washington exit.
That's the spirit. Iris, initiate the next training module.
You can throw cash at me so you can pay for those ad blockers. I don't actually hold it against anyone who uses an ad blocker. But, I mean, I understand why anyone would. There are some obnoxious ads out there. But hey, if you ever want to just, you know, whitelist me, that'd be great. Do I have the muscles to be a gear? No.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm in good shape, but I'm not, you know, that built.
Clear out those shepherds. Need as much close quarters data as I can get.
Watch me work, baby.
You know, I'm just gonna point out that Barrett needs all this close quarters data for the things that he's been doing his entire life.
That master's made for close range combat, kid. So feel free to get in their faces.
Lieutenant Delmont Walker, you are classified. Yes. Citizen, prepare for detainment.
This weapon doesn't have a melee, apparently.
You are classified.
Hey, you like that? I know I do.
Nasher is a powerful weapon in close quarters, effective when fired up from the hip. Use mouse one. I know how to shoot.
Done.
Game don't think I know how to shoot.
Oh, and Iris, we're gonna need cleanup in module
Gears
7.
characters can be fill-in for JoJo. Well, JoJo has a different, you know, style of buff.
Come on, when you're born.
These guys are
ready,
just
you
like
ain't
quarterback,
gotta get
you know, linebackers on a football team.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they were designed
Come on,
after.
Dave.
Basically, they all juiced with the human growth hormone. Frame rate? Nah, I have no problems with the frame rate.
Welcome to the hand-to-hand combat module. First up, use your combat knife to take out the deactivated DB.
That seems a little unfair, but okay.
What's the money on me on you having to fight real enemies at the end of the tutorial?
See you, citizen.
You know, I would honestly agree with that thing, but this is a tutorial that's kind of separate from the actual campaign.
While it's down, let's grab some finishing move data.
Just think, this game is going to have to hold up to Doom Infinity
Impressive.
in just a couple months.
All right, coming up next.
I don't feel you particularly.
Let's do it.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be this game.
The next shepherd.
Put it that way.
Citizen safety concerns deactivated.
And now give it a yank.
All right.
And insert knife.
I'll never remember that move.
I almost feel sorry for him.
This game is going to hold up to Call of Duty in a single month. Do you really think there is any hope?
Mantle
I don't know.
to the next area.
I think Microsoft has kind of let this franchise lag behind everything. It doesn't seem like it's as important as it used to be.
Get into cover off
Hey, Sly, 4 years, man, you made it. You're still alive. I mean, no one doubted that, but hey, congrats.
Line it up, mantle over, knock it back. And insert knife.
And I'm sensing a pattern.
Yep, definitely gonna have to work on, extra, badges for the 3 and 4 year, subscribers. Counter the
Coming
DB.
for ya, counter him.
Oh, F.
Here, you.
Excellent. Now put him down.
There.
Remember they built a whole new engine for the, isn't this on Unreal?
Oh, really? Well, what do you
No, this is on
say?
Unreal. This is not a new engine. I think you got that wrong.
Come on, man. This is me we're
This
talking
this
about.
this game always uses Unreal. It's what it's known for.
Oh, yeah? We'll see. Gear up and we'll get started. Iris, initiate combat simulation.
Howlin', huh?
12.
Damon, Combat Simulation 12 will provide a gear as skilled as Lieutenant Walker with minimal challenge.
Iris, I knew I loved you.
Retro
Okay.
Lancer.
Simulation 13. Higher challenge, better results. Worst case, Dell's in the hospital.
Give me the retro.
Wait, hospital what now?
Oh, you'll see. Just get to Dave and we'll get started.
I'll take that with me.
Don't mind if I do.
You can zoom with the sniper rifle by clicking mouse 3. Cool. Of course, this sniper rifle is infamous for only giving you one shot. That's mainly the multiplayer, balancing, but it doesn't make too much sense in, single player. Why the hell am I not playing GTA? Because I kind of put this one up for vote, not GTA.
Say hi to your teammates, kid.
Hi, teammates.
Greetings, Lieutenant.
Iris, bring in their opponents.
Greedfall is going to get boned for other reasons because of that. It seems like it's kind of mediocre.
Data I can work with.
Let's go, fellas. Team Dell all the way.
Down. Requesting assistance. Suppression mode initiated.
Shift it. That's not shift.
Unit relocating now.
Throwing shock.
Targets identified. Bombing all force.
And you doubted me, Chad.
Requesting assistance.
Maybe I should run into my own shot grenade.
Systems offline. Saving fire.
First reviews of Greedfall are quite positive. I've only looked at the Steam reviews so far, and they seem like they're kind of mixed.
Upgrades are in. The swarm
But I'll give it a fair shot. If the world of it always seemed interesting to me, but the developer never inspired much confidence. They're one of those Eurojank devs, where they have ambitions greater than their funding.
Hope you got what you needed.
Continue to
I'ma go
game.
eat.
I will begin analyzing the data shortly.
Iris, what would I do without you?
I shudder to think, Damon.
We get to play the game now, chat. Boot camp complete. Hopefully, Baird get all the data he needs to turn his DBs into a swarm-fighting robot army. Better to have ambitions and no funding than funding but no ambitions. Well, it's best to keep the two in line with each other, actually. Realize what you're actually able to accomplish and maximize the money you have to accomplish a smaller goal better than trying to, spread it too thin and, accomplish nothing very well. Alright, so, it's in that recording. So we're gonna do that. That seems good. These other things we don't need to worry about. That's how you get Anthem and Destiny too. Yeah, kinda. Well, they had a lot of funding, they just had poor execution. and they were following a trend and that they didn't really know how to make. Start a new campaign game from any unlocked chapter. All hell. Oh, you guys are seeing my Xbox, my old ass Xbox name, huh? Hey, that was created back in like 2005, alright? Give me some slack. I don't even use that account. I use the my Dartigan Xbox account, but I couldn't remember the password, so I went with the old one. Shot in dark. Okay, first level. Lord Spark. It's literally from Halo. You just, oh, I like Halo. I don't want to use Guilty Spark, so I'm Lord Spark. That was the entire logic.
Previously on Gears.
Oh, this is another one of those games turned TV shows.
We used to protect COG settlements. Now we're about to raid one.
Previously on Gears 4.
Raiding is what outsiders do.
Lieutenant, you've been busy.
Look, our village hasn't had power.
Well, I barely remember anything from that game except for the cum gun.
I don't care about the goddamn fabricator. You're taking my people.
Am I not hyped for the Halo live action movie? No, I apparently am not, because I didn't even know it was a thing.
You could steal that fabricator without provoking Jin.
This has nothing to do with a fabricator.
Then what did you do?
Jin accused us.
Is this Defiance? You can actually look at this game and see it as many different games right now.
The fabricator to the power station and install the inverter.
When they're not in their armor, at the very least.
We need to leave now.
The what gun? The gun that shot buzzsaws at people.
Hide, and then you need to run.
This could honestly be an Avatar movie, looking at that.
Look, you know as well as I do that he can help.
Our village was attacked.
And my mother was taken.
Taken? Dad, you should look at this.
Why do all of our heroes gotta get old?
Guys?
Thought you said you weren't running from the car.
Yeah, that wasn't completely accurate.
We need to get through that fort to the abandoned Osmond mine on the other side. Car dumped a few thousand locust bodies in there after the war. If you're
Criminal waste of Laura Bailey.
we'll find out there.
It's just Laura Bailey doing Laura Bailey. Hentai Phoenix. Really? I think I actually made that joke during the live stream of that game, of that exact moment. It's kind of hard not to, make that one.
I guess we're all alone out here.
How much human growth hormone do you have to inject to get cheeks like that and a jawline like that? I mean, that guy looks like he could chew through a cement block. Oh yeah, a tyrant was in that game for some reason.
Definitely found where they're coming from.
And where those snatchers are going.
My dad's alive and he's down there.
Do we really need this long recap?
James. In
He looks like
pod,
Kingpin from Spider-Verse.
I was in their network. This whole goddamn hive. It's all connected. The locusts never die, James. Kate, your mother.
Locusts never die, we need more games.
She's not being treated like the others. Not potted.
Or at least I'll die.
Oh yeah, that thing.
It's
The sequel bait necklace.
She wanted you to have that.
It was my grandmother's. I never knew her.
Hey, what's this controversy I've heard about the Dragon Ball Z cast? I haven't really looked into it, but apparently there's a big name got fired from it or something like that, or they took the license away from the ones who have held it all the time. So, someone who's, you know, more, you know, known in anime, versed in the anime lore, can maybe tell me. Legal stuff? Who did Sean Schmel voice? Goku? Oh, that would be weird. Could you imagine a different voice for Goku? I kind of want them to hire a 70-year-old grandma so he's more in line with the Japanese version of Goku. And made a porn recording and an offended snowflake. I kind of want to hear this porn recording now. Well, you can tell if that's actually out there. There will be someone who animates it. That'll be animated multiple times. Want me to link it to me via PM? Sure. Squirm. This is what the inside of Sin should have looked like. Have I actually played anything? Just the tutorial. Took a while to get through that.
Kate is not ready for this. She can barely keep her eyes open. Don't worry about it.
Just give her some more human growth hormone. That's all she's lacking. She needs to be big and buff. Hey, see you later, Kilroy.
Okay, we're almost at base coordinates. Welcome to Azura.
I didn't even know Laura Bailey was in Dragon Ball. Who was she, Bulma?
When's the last time you slept?
Kid Trunks, okay.
Got a good 8 or 9 minutes in.
Nightmares.
Does it get better?
It gets tolerable.
All right, let's see what
In
we
case
got.
you guys haven't noticed, I don't watch the Dragon Ball anime, so it's all news to me. Well, I watch the old anime, not the new one.
Come on, time to hook in for the drop.
I can enjoy the sacred lotion. Hey, what's up, Master? Nature porn? Yeah, I've heard this game's very pretty. It's a technical marvel, as they say in, you know, the articles that don't really put much time and effort into how they word it.
Fine, okay?
Sure you are.
Is there any reason they changed the title of this game, by the way? From Gears of War to just Gears?
Sam,
I know the fans always just refer to it as Gears, but that doesn't mean that the name has to actually be changed.
see you soon. Hey, Dave, coming?
I'm hoping Call of Duty just officially goes by COD. Oh,
All right, Control, we're going in.
Control, really? I have
because there's no war, so yeah, there's clearly fighting going on against locusts.
And we're already breaking enough of them as it is.
What Jin doesn't know won't hurt her.
This is my call, all right? If the First Minister doesn't like it, she can yell at me. Which she almost certainly will.
Tell us where to go.
Sudden frame rate change? I don't think so.
Best, but remember,
So far, the frame rate's been smooth for me.
for like 25 years.
Yeah, that's pretty evident.
Might be some Twitch compression stuff going on. Okay, yeah, pretty so far, very pretty.
And your intel says one of the silos is still intact, right?
Yeah, as far as
They want to associate the term war with a game?
functional control
When has that ever been a problem?
launch sequence.
Holy shit. I want to explore. But the waist deep water slows me down too much. You know, chat, I think we are honestly headed toward the future depicted in Demolition Man, where we're all just a Brady Bunch version of ourselves. I'm gonna be the guy who lives in the sewer and just rants about, hey, if I want to eat pizza while just sitting in my underwear and walking down the street at the middle of midnight, I will. Why? Because I might have the notion to. Onyx Guard challenge. Oh, collectibles. Yeah, I'm looking forward to rat burgers too. There are rat burger for future. The director removed smoking. Yeah, we can't have anything that might be controversial. He removed it because his dad died of throat cancer. My dad was shot to death. You don't see me complaining about, you know, games with guns. Come on, people. Not every thing's a personal tragedy. Yeah, that wasn't me joking. I've mentioned that before, yeah, my dad committed police-assisted suicide. That's what schizophrenia will do to you. No, I'm not Batman, Chad, I wish. Fortunately, the whole billionaire aspect of the storyline wasn't there. Every time I bring that up, the Chad dies a little inside. Well, like I said, it doesn't affect me. That's it's the most important that it doesn't affect me, I guess. Everyone else can just like, oh, sorry for your loss kind of things.
Dave, light.
Hey, they can do what they want, Sly, but I have the right to criticize them for it too if I think it's kind of, you know, stupid.
Maybe waist deep in swarm.
Not everyone is just, you know, that needs to be that protected at every single level. I don't believe in that. Not too much. There are such things as extremes. I missed the collectible. The world will live on.
Hey, get back! Oh shit!
What the hell?
I should have become a superhero. I wish I lived in that timeline, Chad. I do.
I need to search a place that's falling apart.
Quickly. Come on, we can use the ledge.
Oh, I just now realized I'm playing a dude. I thought the whole game was about her. I guess we'll get to that later. We're kind of in the slow walk section of the game.
Plan to launch a satellite from here? It seems a little half-baked.
Well, half-baked plans are kind of Baird's specialty.
How Baird even figured out they had a hammer satellite here?
When has smoking ever been important to these games? If it's a character trait, and just having him stop for an arbitrary reason not in-game, then it's just kind of a pointless removal. The kernel AI what is the kernel AI? Sometimes character traits, even small ones, can be important to fleshing someone out. Sometimes it's just so much as to look at, like, what if, you know, Snake just Snake did stop smoking, but he had a good reason for it. See, that's how you do it. Snake was smoked his entire life, and then because he was dying, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna stop doing this, at the very end of the series. So if you want to do that, give it a good reason. Don't just, like, arbitrarily take it out like and pretend it never happened.
Hey, over there. Could be useful.
What? Aim with mouse and hold E to have Dave retrieve pickup.
Dave, fetch.
Give me the other one. You guys want me to just go start fighting crime and give up my lucrative streaming and YouTube career? One of those seems like a bad idea. How many real-life vigilante crime fighters that have been successful do you know the people who usually end up trying that are usually just insane and just like end up beating random people in the street if they do anything?
All of us made it off of Zero alive.
Okay, old dead gear. I'm a vigilante. I'll be a vigilante with words. How about that? No one telling me that they might be fully porting MGS4 to the PS4? It's fine. I mean, that makes the most sense. Would have been nice if they'd done that earlier, but hey, it is what it is. Give me those. Oh, he can't get those apparently. You thought this new gruff dude, he's Marcus's son, isn't he? Did I just help people? Nah, I think a hero has to do some combat to be... If you're just helping people, then you don't even need the costume. Wellness advisory poster. You are worth this. The Nathan... Well, I actually already made the Nathan Drake joke. Weird. You know, I was just playing San Andreas last night, and that actually had working mirrors. I guess that's one point in a PS2's technology over Unreal.
Gotta cut through. Okay, let's go.
They all look like cows on steroids. They're supposed to, though. Every one of these guys is supposed to look like a linebacker or a quarterback. I think everyone's gotten used to that by now. This series is what? Over a decade old? Oh! Shit, missed every shot.
Get back! We're coming down.
No. We'll soon have ray tracing in our consoles and we'll all have glorious working mirrors. I like this new direction they're going in. Just have the character slow walk for, what, 20 minutes?
Guess who? Dave, send a pulse and let's see what we're dealing with. Ah, there they are.
How do you want to do this?
I'll take care of this one.
Oh, there is a game.
All right, let's take him out.
Oh.
High ground on the left! Flank up!
No, this seems effective.
Only one left!
All right, that's all of them.
Oh, holy shit. We read those crits. It's been a while. Crits, it's been a while, dude. Where have you been? And thank you for the 10 gift subs you just generously gave to chat.
We get it handled for now.
Been quite a month for those.
Come on, we're gonna find one of those silos.
But welcome back to the stream. We read those crits.
Hey, I think we can get down this way.
Yes, that is a lot. Not his first time just dropping a ton of subs on the chat. Just feel like breaking something beautiful, alright? That's a lot of damage. Hey, do you want this shitty gun in favor of your really good one? Those gift subs are the most action going on stream right now. Hey. Yeah, it's not half off for gifting, sadly, because there's a way streamers could abuse that and actually make money off buying gift subs if they could. Because even though subs are half off, streamers still get paid as if they are not half off, so... And because streamers get half of anything, you know, of a sub, so they could just like buy themselves a bunch of subs and make money off it. Some weird logic, but it is what it is. Alright, team, squad W, squad up, whatever it is. You almost didn't realize there was a stream going on. You made concept art for the main character of your current project today. Good luck on that. I think you mentioned that at last stream, didn't you? That would fall right back.
Okay, alright. Let's just find a silo.
For the record,
So it's half, yeah, for a $5 sub, for a $5 tier 1 sub, it's $2.50 for me and $2.50 for Twitch. Bigger streamers can apparently get a bigger cut of it. They can get like a $3.50 cut.
Everywhere we go, another burial site's hatched.
So they get about a 75% cut, actually.
Let's hope Jin sees it that way.
I'm not sure how big you have to be before you get that kind of, you know, good deal.
Dave, pulse.
A couple of times, mostly regarding your frustration towards Unity. Oh, you're using Unity. Last time, since coding is apparently a masochist job. Yeah, that's what everyone who codes has always told me. So it's still $2.50. No, yeah, for me it's $2.50. But like I said, some of the bigger streamers get around $3.50. But the cost, but Twitch just gets a whoa. Shoddy. Oh, I didn't know that thing actually attacks now. I thought it always stayed hidden. There's rumors that you're going to be in the next Fast and Furious movie with The Rock. I am. As long as I don't have to do any fight scenes. And that's still going off, isn't it? You know, The Rock is one character that could actually guest star in this game. Why haven't they got on that? Instead, they get Terminator stuff. What we really need for Gears of War multiplayer is Vin Diesel and The Rock fighting the Necromancers. You know, appropriate. The score kind of sounds like music they would play in an NFL broadcast. They know their audience. This is a shooter made for football fans. Gears of War is that one game where you will definitely always reload your ammo, even if you're only like one bullet down.
We found one of the silos, but it's wrecked.
Well, there's two more. One of them still.
You're happy this game did well? Yeah, the reviews of saying this is like the best Gears since like 2.
on this island. When we get this hammer satellite up, we can do it.
Aren't there like open world sections too?
The idea, old pal. Control out.
Pretty sure I saw that somewhere. Or maybe like hub world areas, I guess is probably the better way of describing it. Meat. It's not an open world game, but there are like large areas where you get to choose which way you go, I think. That's the way we go. So let's look around. I need an explore emote. For when I just, you know, instead of going the direction I usually need to go, I just want to explore the level. Birthing. You love you some birthing chambers. That's the closest many of us are ever going to get to a vagina, I suppose.
So, straight's not an option. What rocket base is even left?
Let's find out. You guys go right, Marcus and I'll go left.
Some of us have, yeah, well, there's that.
Sounds good. Stay in
I was
contact.
speaking exclusively to the male audience with that joke.
You sure about this?
2 silos, 2 paths. You got a better idea?
What if I try to go down the way they went? Yeah, Dave Bautista will actually be in this game as a playable character after WWE's Contest of Champions on September 15th, because, as you said, they know their audience. I still would prefer The Rock and Vin Diesel. They even have the voice for it. Keep the chainsaw for now. I don't assume my audience is made up entirely of men. In fact, I know for a fact it isn't. But sometimes you gotta make jokes that work for one side of the audience and not as much for the other. I'll make jokes that work for the ladies, as well as jokes that work for the guys.
This looks like some kind of exhaust tunnel. But is it from
Does Gamer Star Wars by any chance have my RE5 streams? I sincerely doubt it, since that's been a long time ago, and he only recently started, you know, the stream archive this year. If anyone else, you know, out there in the ether has my RE5 streams, you know, saved on a secretive device somewhere, you can always send them to Gamer. And you know, if you have that sticky USB drive at the back of your desk that has those on it, hey, there might be someone out there who wants them. Please don't ban. No one's gonna ban you. You know, I want to call these the re-enemies because they show up and they're basically the same enemy in every game. They just scream really loud and really loud and spam you with, you know, horde mode. The re monster. You guys can probably name many re-monsters from many different games. Playing Destiny. Every game is apparently Destiny now. Any game, apparently any game that has color in it and has shoot gun is Destiny. There were games with color and shoot before Destiny. Well, hold them off, bro. Uh-oh, out of ammo. I've been forced back. I don't like that. Don't like losing ground. Hey, see you later, whoever's leaving. You thought it was Fortnite? That's too much color, though. That's in the level of cartoonish levels of color.
Alright, looks like this sluice gate's our way out.
Oops. Only 6 shots in that. Umbilical cords. What?
Dave, can you get this open?
Man, you know what? If they want to turn this place into a hive, let them. It's an isolated island hundreds of miles from shore.
Yes, let them have a base of operations. You know, when you play Fortnite on stream, it's when the devil learns how to ice skate.
Dave gets it. Okay, let's find that
I think you're supposed to put the ice skate uphill at the end of that, because I'm not sure what you reference without it. Oh wait, we're playing Tomb Raider now.
So much for
Hell freezes over? Yeah, I'm aware of that part of it. I just read it really awkwardly.
Under here. Oh man, we got company.
Remember when this game used to be really brown and gray?
James, we're above you.
I see you.
We can provide support from up here if things get hairy.
Just tell us who to target.
Hold mouse 2 and while aiming at an enemy, press Q to mark them. Once combat begins, your squad will prioritize mark. Them. I was waiting for him to, do the melee thing. Didn't happen. I definitely want that gun. I recognize that gun. I don't have a sniper rifle anymore, do I? Would someone stop getting jam on the camera? No, that's, bloody screen so real. You have to have that, otherwise how do you know you're injured? Literally, you don't know if you're injured without it. Alright, we're gonna switch to the Nasher for the boom shot.
This'll work.
Best gun is torque bow. If the buzzsaw gun is in the game, that will automatically be best gun. But this one so far is pretty good. How about a health bar? Health bars are old-fashioned boomer gamer stuff, apparently. Us zoomer gamers only need, bloody screen so real.
Gotta be kidding me.
Oh, that's a good squish. I never finished that Far Cry game. Oh yeah, I never did I? Mainly because it's kind of boring. I might have to get around to it eventually, though. Just because I did pay money for it. Whoop. You thought Gears was going to flop after they introduced the young cogs? It kind of, was on its last legs at that point, wasn't it? I don't think 4... Well, I guess 4 did well enough to warrant a sequel and, have an entire development studio built around it. But I wasn't impressed by 4 at all. My reloading skill needs work. It's mainly because it's up in the top right-hand corner, and I'm used to it being in a different place. So I'm constantly looking at the other side of the screen. I'll get used to it eventually. I'm also used to playing this game on console. This is the first time I got to play it on PC. So I'm guessing the reload mechanic works a bit better when you just have the buttons right there under your thumb. Moo like I mean it. I will hold off on mooing until my moo emote is done. I'll leave mooing to you in chat.
We got a few more up here. You two push ahead.
I'm out of boomer shots. I don't feel like looking for my shotgun either. this game is made for simulate. Well, there actually is a feature in Unreal that they use jiggly meat to as a. I forget, it's been a while, but they actually made a meat cube to advertise the new physics system in Unreal 2, I think it was, or was it Unreal 3? It was Unreal 3. It's like, look at how good you can make your jiggly meat in game. It wasn't on the same level as RTX on, but hey, it was impressive. Meat on.
Oh shit, carrier. Control, we can use those reinforcements right about now.
Condor's almost within range, Delta. Okay, kid, reinforcements incoming. I've got Guardians or DR1s. What do you want?
Try shot Guardians.
Send down Guardian.
Don't know what either of those things are. Oh, yes, cover there.
There they are, finally.
Oh, see. Oh, that thing. Robot friends.
Area operations is now secure. Thank you for your assistance in this matter.
Hey, Control, that carrier's down. Thanks for the help. DBs, one of you secure the area. The other's with us. Let's go.
Acknowledged.
I keep pressing shift to run, but that's your vision mode. The mutations are getting out of hand. It's, you basically think of it as Resident Evil. They can do whatever they want with the Locust now. This, you didn't know it, but this is actually a Resident Evil game. By the way, they showed a trailer for the new Resident Evil game today, didn't they? And it was just like, yeah, it's what we all thought it was going to be, like asymmetric multiplayer. Where one person controls an AI, AI dungeon master, essentially. I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. I'll have to see the actual gameplay. But I prefer, like I said, single player.
Nope, locked. We'll have to find another way to open it. Dave, check that pen.
Wait, the robot... Oh, I guess it went through there. It's basically a teaser for another trailer. You sure? It certainly looked like an asymmetric multiplayer game to me.
Whoa, Delta. What the hell did Dave do?
So, yeah, Fable Legends is what I heard some people describing it. They think it looks like...
Top secret stuff.
The actual gameplay hasn't been revealed yet, though. The teaser trailer, though, kind of gives it away.
Well, either way, the door's...
I would have actually kind of preferred do you guys remember the old PS2 multiplayer Resident Evil game? I would have kind of preferred, you know, a new version of that. Because I never got to play that.
How does this relate to our mission?
It doesn't, but now I need to know. I'm guessing whatever's missing was pulled from the network.
Well, who'd have the authority to do that?
Back then, only the facility commander. Find his
Fable
office,
Legends, my
poke
god, the
around.
horror. I kind of wish that game had happened.
Okay. We'll go.
I kind of like the Fable games, to be honest. I mean, they were flawed, definitely flawed, but I still kind of enjoyed them. Well, 1 and 2 in the very least.
Area. Detecting old inferior comm technology.
Oh, come on now. That's just mean.
There is something relaxing about listening to my Dart streams while sitting in bed. That sounded awfully damn romantic, the way you're saying that. How many of you are watching this and, you know, getting comfy while you're lying in bed listening to me? Be honest.
Lieutenant,
I'm not attacking you. Is that a hint? A hint for robot? It's robot humor. I'm not ashamed to admit this. Hey, I'm not ashamed to accept that fact. Hey, if you want to get a a nice glass of red wine, some nice cheese, and just sit back and watch my classy streams, I'm cool with that.
Dave, pulse.
Boxed wine and processed cheese. Well, I meant classy wine, but hey, if box is all you can afford, no one's gonna judge. Getting the docky? What's a docky? It sounds like one of those foreign anime things. Why am I playing this game while like I gotta search for everything in every single room? This ain't that type of game. Body pillow. Oh, a Daikimura, you mean? So it was a foreign anime thing. I'd have to show my face and market that a bit more before I could sell body pillows. Otherwise, you would be buying a body pillow that literally is just a waveform of my voice. Have any YouTubers or Twitch streamers actually thought of selling their own body pillows? Hey, maybe equip your soldiers with flashlights instead of the robot carrying the only light source. About the only thing I can market is, like, hey, do you wanna...
Grow up.
What? The only thing I can market is like, hey, do you want to use my voice as your ringtone? That's my marketing strategy. The Bolt Talk. Yeah, we're out of boom shot, so might as well.
Now this will do.
You wouldn't be against a body pillow that squeezes. You squeeze it and it makes a noise. Chairman's wristwatch. How much do you think that costs, chat? That actually looks uncomfortable to wear with knobs that big. Prescott, we did that locust. We're on the verge of rendering us distinct. Prescott bought us the time at the cost of millions of lives. Was it the right call? $2. It's vintage, though. How did his watch get all the way here? You want the body pillow to make the game sending? I don't own the rights to that sound effect. That's a pretty common sound effect. It wants me to go over there, but I'm gonna check out elsewhere. If you said, hey Dartamu, here, pick up your fucking phone, you would totally buy that ringtone. I'll definitely get into the ringtone business. Have to create a website for it. I still prefer the chainsaw lancer. The Game Grumps have a body pillow. Well, they have a dating sim, so that's nothing, nothing too drastic at that point. Not to speak ill of the Game Grumps, I've always liked their content and their personalities, but I kind of stopped watching them a while ago. I think they've kind of lost a little bit of the magic. Maybe I hope they get it back, though. You want a dating sim of me? Why is my chat so horny for me? One day I will be Grump level.
Shit! Zion!
Oh, I know that gun.
Take it out! Damn it! Diddy! We just lost our backup!
Oh, the robot got blown up. I think I blew it up with the explosion, though. You don't think I'd be very interesting in a dating sim? You know, there's basically a very popular anime character trope that's basically the female version of me, right? It's like the dark-haired girl with glasses who just sits there and talks emotionally. Like, Nani desu ka? Nani kanju ba daijoubu da? I can't speak Japanese, but you know what I'm talking about. The emotionless girl. Think of that, the blue-haired chick from Neon Genesis. Ray, something or another. You didn't realize it before that that's me? I'm literally that character. Kuderi? I don't know the term. I just know Tsundere. I'm literally writing my own fanfic. It's better me write it than anyone else. At least I'll get it accurate. No one else is gonna know about my 10-inch cock. That was a bizarre looking slide. That's a meaty sound effect. Weird flex, but okay, yeah, it's also a lie. I'll admit that straight up.
Fire in the hole!
What am I doing? We have, yo, this gun. I need actually a place to use it, though. Oh, yes! Just as satisfying. If you don't see it, it's not true. Good, that's actually, you know, a very good policy to have. Anytime someone brags about their penis size, make sure they show it to you.
That's a fair response.
Demand it, even. I'm pretty sure that needs to be codified in law. No, even further, in, you know, the Constitution. Please don't show us yours. Don't worry, I would get banned off Twitch. Like that girl who flashed her vag recently by accident.
Not the commander's office.
By the way, ladies, if you're wearing a short skirt and you're not wearing panties underneath of it, don't sit on your floor and squat. It's probably not going to end well. Light mass missile strike. Oh, the first game. I'm sure actually that's advice you don't actually have to give to the majority of women. They would know. But apparently some Twitch streamers don't. So just in case they're watching. Am I becoming a Twitch thought? If I were female, I would so be a Twitch thought. I don't blame them. Hey, there's a market for it. Why not go for it?
Del, commander's office is through here. This door is locked.
I mean, I've already admitted I'd be a huge slut if I'd been born of a woman, so might as well admit that too. I can be the first male Twitch thought. Have to get some plastic surgery first. If that would even help.
Maybe there's a door release in there. Just gotta get Dave inside.
Hey Puff, welcome back. I like how slow I waddle around now by carrying this giant chainsaw. Start streaming shirtless. Unfortunately, Twitch wouldn't be as, you know, forgiving to male Twitch thoughts as they can be to others. That's already been kind of officially made, you know. Open up. What do I gotta do to this thing? Go get it, robot man.
Release for the door. So, once lost data, huh? What does it even look like?
Well, if it got pulled from the network, it probably got stored on some kind of external drive.
Says a lot about the game. Don't worry, we're still early in the game. My mood was kind of killed early, though, by the game not unlocking until 9 p.m. That really irritated me. And then taking a 30 minutes to download a patch. Because I guess they had to send the patch out to everyone else who had bought the game. I will always be sexy to you, your loyal cultist. It's good to have a cult. Hammer of Dawn blueprints. I recommend everyone have a cult devoted to them at some point. The Verminus won't stop until you defeat it. Do you have to write cults off on your taxes? Yeah, that would be an advantage. That counts as a religion.
Let's look around.
Well, that 90s era computer. In fact, this entire room is 90s era.
Dave, get this open. Gotcha. Hey, Control. Good news. We found the data drive.
Appreciate it, Delta.
Hey, you know what we'd appreciate?
But why? What do you mean? Because, religions get tax credits? They just do.
And they're all over us.
Oh, shit, we're on our way.
You gotta love co-op doors. No 90s era in space? I have no idea why that actually happens. It just does. It's retrofuturism, essentially, and retrofuturism is cool. I mean, you get 80s in space plenty of times, too. I'd be surprised and horrified how many cults are still around. Oh, I know. It's not like they, ever stopped. There'll always be very, manipulative people who manage to exploit others. God, I still love this gun. Now, if only we could get a Half-Life 3 and have that gun. The gravity gun that does the same thing. Oh, I'm out of bullets for it already? That didn't last very long. Oh, he died before I could execute.
Don't do that again.
Apparently, Valve is working on a VR games right now, so maybe we'll get a Half-Life VR game. It probably won't be 3 though.
It is, believe it or not.
Don't hold me to that though. But they are working on something VR related.
If it checks out, he'll initiate the
They're apparently going to
launch.
show it off very soon too. Let us pray, chat. It might finally happen.
It's all yours. Control, you're in. Start the launch sequence.
But we came here to launch nukes? I just apparently haven't been paying attention. No, I mean an actual new game, not just taking the old game and turning into VR.
Of course. I knew that seemed too easy.
Baird, options.
Bug out. Blast doors aren't going to protect you from an exploding rocket.
All right, then we call it. Let's go.
Hydraulic external power to on.
No! We get that hatch open.
What? Kid, listen to your old man. You gotta get out of there.
Damn it, we came here to do this, so let's get it done.
Ignition test come in.
Hey, look at that. Mike Furo get that a sub to Puff Hemi.
Dave, with me.
Ignition, engine 1.
You guys stay here and do the boring part of the mission.
God damn it, James. I have got to learn to stop following you. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's get that hatch open.
I'm predicting someone's probably going to die in an emotional
I
death.
don't know. Gotta be a manual override near the top. Find our way up. Shit, we gotta hurry. We gotta get across this gap.
I'm going to drop that on him if he's close enough. One way to make me trust EA again is that they release Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 for PS. Really? That's not that big of a thing then. I think I would require a bit more than that, to be honest. That ain't enough for me. There's gonna be something that will create a bridge. Definitely not this way. There it is.
Dave, lower that platform.
Ignition, engine 2.
Oh, that's just an environmental thing. Or not. You want visceral games? They're gone, aren't they? Yeah, they got shut down. That's another another one that bites the dust. Bites the dust, though, in fact.
Bring it down, Dave. Del, how many engines does the rocket have? Usually 4.
Engine 4.
You know, Dead Space was originally supposed to be, what was it? System Shock game that EA wanted to make, but they didn't know they had the rights still for it.
We can get around. Let's go.
You know, something tells me even if we launch this rocket, it's probably not going to work, because I've learned from the SpaceX things that these are incredibly sensitive machines. You think EA is going to die out in a few years? No. They have problems, but they're not those kind of problems. They got so much money that it doesn't even matter. I've heard the EA is going to die out argument for a long time. Never happens. Never will. Not without something drastically bad going wrong. Oof.
It's raining goddamn shooters.
Hope that audio didn't blow out your eardrums, because this game is getting a bit loud.
15 seconds to launch.
Gotta go.
there is no law for video game unions. There's a law for unions in general. But unions are kind of died out. They're not really a thing anymore. And honestly, they feel like an old answer to an old problem, and they won't work that well these days. Punch it, Phoenix, not Chewie.
Gives a shit. He's a robot. That's not his fault.
Lift off.
What was I saying? The robot drama got me confused. But yeah, unions. They worked back when they came about in the the industrial age, but I don't think they're going to solve the issue these days. Because unions only work if you need human workers, and increasingly it's looking like they don't.
Sam,
It's like, we're gonna unionize if you don't pay us more, and they're like, okay, we'll just buy some AI. Bye. You're hearing my voice louder than the game? That is a good thing. It's meant to be that way. Chaps? Just as long as my voice isn't blowing out your speakers, that would be bad. Blue-collar work is kind of dying. Yeah, it is. The next 10 years, there's going to be a lot of people losing jobs. I hope none of you drive for a living, because that's not going to be around much longer. Any Amazon workers? That'll probably also be automated away. What about the unions for people who make AI? You mean programmers? I don't know if there is any programmer unions. Like I said, unions, it'd be nice if they did work, but I think they're just kind of a thing. One of the things is also just going to die out.
Come on, time to face the music.
And actually, AI, they can make other AI. So even that won't be a thing. There's actually an AI right now that's actually being taught to make other AIs. In fact, that's the idea of the singularity, an AI that creates a smarter AI than itself, which then makes another smarter AI than itself.
How about I see Jin first? I'll calm the storm before you brief her.
I'm sorry, is this Sergeant Phoenix being diplomatic?
You can call it what you want, but we're at war, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. We all have to be on the same page.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think it'll help, then sure.
Wish you'd have been this willing to listen back at that silo.
Hey, it worked out, didn't it?
Listen, James, word of advice. Stop trying to prove yourself.
There's actually a lot of game development that could be automated with AIs. More than most people think.
Necessary means you have no other option. That wasn't necessary, and you know it.
What was that about? What do you think? Same thing it's always about.
Hey.
It's probably one of the reasons I actually support Yang. I'm coming out as Yang Gang, because he's the only one who's actually looking that forward. Like, oh yeah, people are just not gonna have jobs, so maybe we need to think about this dividend stuff. Not that I feel that's really gonna work either, but at least it's something.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
The thing is, you two are more alike than either of you want to admit.
Do we have to pay the AI? No. You will actually be making no money. We're such a smart chat today.
Data is in front of you, Damon.
Now you're getting depressed? Don't worry. Well, yeah, maybe worry, but also use it as a time to learn new skills that maybe won't be automated away.
Thanks a lot, Iris.
Your vocal sentiment does not match your words' literal meaning. Thus, you are not actually thanking
Please stop talking. So, I still can't find the other Hammer of Dawn satellite.
You think we'll be dead? Unless you're 70, no. We're looking at the next 10 years right now.
That data drive you wanted. Maybe it'll help.
Find lost satellites? I doubt it. But I'll take a look. Wait, hang
Will I be replaced by a robot? Maybe.
Oh, it'll fire. But with only one working satellite up, it'll be tough to control the beam.
So they're trying to rebuild the Hammer of Dawn system, right?
What's wrong with Dave?
They've had a few problems.
What kind of problems?
Maybe stop it from doing that.
That kind.
Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this.
What's the Hammer of Dawn? Laser satellite.
Everyone, meet the new Jack.
When the hell did you have time to build this?
When did I have time to build this? This is what I do. I sit here making stuff you guys don't appreciate and inevitably break.
Okay, so what's different about him?
Whole new range of behaviors. Improved scanning, augmented combat, and support modules. He's literally
He's
one of a
sequel
kind.
robot.
And he's all yours.
You know, he showed a lot of emotion for that other robot, and he just, you know, doesn't even care now that it's dead. He's like, I got a new toy. Like, it didn't even upload its memories into that one. He's like, eh.
More sarcasm to add to your growing library.
Before we begin, Damon, the combat module you brilliantly
I mean, that's no Ghost in the Shell level robot where they just like they get attached to it.
was intended to be sarcastic.
What are those things called? The Tomodachi? I don't know. They were spider robots.
Follow me. You'll want to equip this new module ASAP. It'll make Jack combat ready.
Oh, I'm gonna dig this.
Tachikomas, yeah, that's right. I kept wanting to call them Tamagotchis, which I knew was wrong. I remember that. Yep, see, just like, yeah, we don't need you anymore.
It'll give Jack what I've been calling Flash. It blinds, stuns the enemy.
New ability found. Jack emits a flash that stuns nearby enemies. Do I have to manually activate it, or is it something the AI decides to do? Okay. Speaking of robots, I want to make a combat-oriented robot for the military. That's already a thing. They're called drones. Unless you're thinking like a legs and arm robot, then you're getting to Metal Gear territory. Equipping an ability. Jack can have one assault and one support ability equipped at a time. Equipping an ability. Open the Jack menu. Open the Jack menu. With tab, highlight the ability you want to equip and press enter. Flash. Passives health. Upgrades Jack's health. Stealth. Improves the effectiveness of the zapper. And enhances Jack's core systems. These take points though, apparently. I have none.
Installed and equipped. So, how do we use it?
I'll show you. Over here.
In co-op, a partner can control Jack. Hey, why didn't they have this as be the tutorial?
Okay. Grab a weapon and get into cover. Then we'll start the test.
Put this to good use.
Hey, see you later, alien. Hope you have a good night. Where did Of and War go? Apparently they didn't want to associate their game with war. Get into cover, oh.
Iris, activate Alpha 331.
Certainly, Damon.
So, say you got a target that seems awfully comfortable behind cover. Jack's flash ability fixes that.
T.
Aim at the D beam and activate. See what happens. All right, finish it.
Test sequence complete.
Huh, that could be useful.
Now let's try it again with multiple targets. Iris, activate Alpha 332.
Incoming, Damon.
Jack's got to reroute power between flashes. Once he's recharged, hit him again.
Oh, cooldowns.
Commencing reload.
Jack, flash!
Engage.
Guard!
Reload commencing.
Gears with no safe space.
Nice work. Feel free to run it again if you want.
Your internet is being a giant poopy head, and you've missed the past 10 minutes of the stream.
Test sequence complete.
Well, you haven't really missed too much, other than us launching a rocket.
Jack's my new best friend.
Does Jack jump as well? I know what you're going for with the joke there, but because they said Jack Flash. But no, he floats. You know, this game doesn't really, provide many options for jokes and memes. And after, Grand Theft Auto last night, it feels weird.
Are you trying to get rid of us? Oh, you noticed. Anyway, you can boost Jack's abilities if you find the right components. Before you go see Jin, stop by the armory. They might have one you can borrow.
Oh, we will definitely be doing that.
Good. Now I can get back to work.
What Damon means to say is that he has more important things to do.
Thank you, Iris.
Mark III Lancer Blueprint seems to be a collective effort between Marcus and Bard, incorporating several improvements from Marcus's homemade build. Chainsaw circled in red. What's Baird up to? The weapons feel fine to me.
So
And they sound good too.
I know you were kinda
Maybe I'm just not as
mad when
picky.
Jin shoved you in here. How do you like it?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. The workshop's quiet, peaceful.
Damon is not being truthful. Shortly before you arrived, he was highly critical of the First Minister, referring to her several times as...
Let's not get into specifics, Iris. Also...
Didn't Baird get his own game? Or like a spin-off?
I detected
There's a
genuine
prequel or something?
concern for you in Corporal Diaz's intonation. I thus judged it appropriate to inform her how you...
I never played that one. I think that was when I felt that Gears was getting really tired, so I never bothered.
Incompetent, nurturing instincts. Iris, are you sure you're not secretly...
It's like, wasn't... They, like, it really expanded the opening of it, too. Like, there was, like, a big adventure before Baird's original team got killed, and it made no sense. It was after 3? I thought it was, like, before the first game that it took place.
You'll be pleased to learn I've located one of the missing satellites.
Baird, sorry, but we should get going.
No worries. Do your...
Get
thing.
to Armory.
Come on.
Hey, Foz. How's life in Jin's rear echelon?
Hey, didn't I see this in the Cyberpunk trailer?
But then we can't all be off on some secret mission. Oh, yeah? How'd you hear about that? This is an army, not a monastery.
You know, punching metal, I don't care how big you are,
Let's
he's
leave it
gonna
at
hurt.
Very important work, punching machines.
And sparring. Hang on a second, shitstick.
Shit stick. Del, theories?
I don't know. Maybe a stick made out of shit?
Or a stick used to stir up shit.
All right, fuck off. How about we make this interesting? You and me spar right now.
No human has that mass.
Exactly is
I've seen men that big.
interesting?
Yes or no?
You want in on this?
Pretty sure what's actually being measured here is gonna leave me at a distinct disadvantage. Then again, maybe not.
Hilarious. Are you in or not?
Oh, I'm in.
Come on, man.
You're bored? Entertain us? Oh, I would have if you'd not thrown the word slave in there.
How's that fun
It's
working
clown,
out for
alright? Big difference.
Try it again, Foz. Come on. Hey, here's the thing, Foz. About to spar with you, but not beat you. It's against their programming, but explain your false confidence. Quite a bit, actually.
Want some advice, Phoenix?
No, I'm good.
Jin does love her golden boys. But never for very long.
See, that was fun.
Fuck off.
All right, man. Now
I still
this
think it should have
five's
just
fun
been
time
called
zone.
Gears of War, though.
Let me go find that
Gears of
component.
War 5.
Gotta
Can
tell
I
you,
punch
that
the
chip
robot?
shot- Chef's kiss, buddy. Chef's kiss.
War of Gears, that would work. Yeah, there's a mobile Gears, isn't there? I forgot about that. Mainly because I was like, oh wow, that's something to laugh at.
Not even noon yet.
There's a mobile of everything now. You didn't know that?
Ah,
Get
there's a
component.
we're borrowing.
Or stealing.
I prefer borrowing. Definitely.
Upgrading Jack. Jack has an ability upgrades, a passive upgrades. Cool. Upgrading Jack to upgrade Jack. Highlight an ability or passive and press mouse 2. Choose the upgrade you want and hold enter to build the upgrade. Crafting, exactly what we needed. So I guess we'll upgrade the flash. Upgrade. Faster recharge. Range boost. Concussive. Flash freeze is locked. So it can only be this one though. Those ones cost more points. So there we go. Or how about an infiltrator robot that looks human, gets inside of the enemy base, and vents fear gas? I think you should be writing for Batman, actually.
I say, I'm loving the new Jack. Can't wait to test him out in the field.
Try to contain your excitement. We still have to go to Jin's office.
Yeah, Dad's probably had enough alone time with her by now. Man, Foz left his locker open. Where's a stink bomb when you need one?
I think we need a few more. Well, we could upgrade the support. I'm not sure what it would do though. Range boost for the pulse. Then you have expanded targeting array, doubles duration of pulse outlines. I don't think the pulse needs an upgrade. Hey, could it be worse? Gears 5 could be like Assassin's Creed. I'm not saying that. I don't. Yeah, you guys. Apparently, I'm giving the wrong impression that this game is bad. It's just not a game really built for me. I kind of prefer my shoot games to be in first person. But no, so far it's good. I was put into a bad mood at the start. Banana for scale. There's no way that's a 25-pound weight. That's at least 50. Unless the gravity here is really weak.
Never could get used to the field of view in those things.
You've been playing a lot of multiplayer this game? I've never really gotten into the multiplayer of Gears. To me, third-person multiplayer feels really weird. Maybe that's just me, though. If they're complaining about that, then I think they have issues. I mean, save complaints for actual how the game plays. Unless it's really putting something in your face. If it's completely optional, then it's whatever.
Okay, come on.
You're subscribed to me on the tubes, but was never found streaming mainly because I thought it was following. Turns out it wasn't. Well, welcome to the chat, Alazar Universe. Glad you finally located the Twitch stream. Everyone give Alazar a big welcome. I do have a complaint of this game that it feels awfully slow for a Gears game, though. Moo. Yes, everyone give him a big moo. You know, I've always thought some of this game was inspired by Warhammer, but that picture just screams Warhammer. And they really need to learn how to market chips. Yep, don't ask why the Chad moves. It's you'll get used to it. We just do. DBI marketing brochure. Okay, let's... Wait, are we gonna get an RPG town? In a Gears game? Okay, no.
Let me be perfectly clear. When it comes to this weapon, I don't share your optimism.
It's the first time anyone's accused me.
How's the game so far? So far, a little slow.
I'll remind you your wife refused the idea of bringing the hammer back online. I would have thought you'd respect Anya's wishes.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. For both our sakes.
Anya would have wanted you
You
to...
don't get to talk about her.
If that's what you think, I won't argue.
You and that goddamn fertility program.
A program that gave you your
Yeah,
son.
I've actually made the reference that JD sounds and looks like Nolan North. Which is weird,
Anya.
because he's
I
so
loved
big.
Anya. I don't care if you believe me. When my program was in its infancy, she came to me. She volunteered. Both times she volunteered. Seeing First Minister Stroud undergo treatment. Do you know how many children are alive today thanks to her?
Who voices Marcus?
She should be buried here, you know,
Bender.
with the Allfathers. The people need her inspiration.
Your inspiration was my wife.
First Minister, Lieutenant Phoenix and his squad.
Send them in. Ah, Lieutenant. I'm
Is she
told you
pregnant,
had a
or is she
successful
just
mission.
puffing her stomach out?
I can explain.
By all means, explain when Damon Baird superseded me. Explain how launching a Hammer of Dawn satellite doesn't require my
Probably just
explicit
poop,
approval.
holiday pounds, I guess.
Same page, huh?
Lieutenant, the Hammer of Dawn has taken more COG lives than most of the armies we've opposed. Your father knows this as well as anyone.
It's not the weapons I don't trust, First Minister. It's the people who use them.
Oh, she did just mention it? I must have missed that.
The Hammer of Dawn will not be brought back online. Ah, that'll be a report on the evacuation of Settlement 2.
Settlement 2's being evacuated? Why?
There's been activity in the nearby burial site. Chief Carmine, report.
That was the sound of me killing a bug.
Please, slow down.
Mobilize the 4th Division. We'll take command of the reinforcements.
Why would her desk intercom be connected to the radio system the soldiers are using? That's not usually how that works.
James, we're getting close. Where do you want me and Kate?
Main gate. Keep anything else from getting inside.
Madam President, we have dying soldiers online too.
Reinforce Carmine at the town hub.
Wait, I've seen this anime.
I can't believe we're
The
back.
Titans! Marcus, the Titans have come!
You need to get over it. Get over it.
Guys, not the time.
Which one of you is a Jaeger?
Cole, let's see what we're dealing with.
Wow, it literally is now with that.
Hang on to something!
Get out! Out! Out!
Help!
Move your arm!
And they should really wear helmets. What shall you say when you pray to me tonight? Wow, that... I know it's a joke, but wow, that sounds creepy. Pray for your health, alright? I prefer it to be a generous god.
Just hang on, Cole. Val, Vaughn, we're pinned down here. We're coming. We got zombies up here. Shit, we got them down here too. We gotta keep those stupid shit off of us. Goddamn juvies. Man, I hate these things.
Eddie! Oh! You guys all right?
All right! I got a goddamn rabbit on my back! We're not all right!
Uh-oh. Oof.
Where are you?
Hang on!
That's an oof.
was the last one.
Thanks. Get us out of here.
Boss, get cold!
Okay, what was chat saying while I was dealing with that situation?
Well, that sucked.
Can't wear a helmet in video games, you'll lose your character relevance. Yeah, that is the actual reason for it. No one wants to be the faceless soldier behind a helmet. You gotta show that mug. That's why all the, Iron Man spends so much time with his helmet off.
Come on, Delta. Get out of here.
Or with a hologram, close-up face. We said moo, well, that's to be expected. Cat is always mooing when I'm not looking. You guys are gonna just lose it when I actually introduce the Dartigan, the Dartimoo emote. That'll be so spammed. Possibly too much. Mina Jin making a nation. I'm gonna make a prediction that this plot line is feeling very well, the idea of the plot line, not the gameplay. It's gonna be very similar to what we're gonna be experiencing somewhat in Death Stranding, with us doing the job of the president and going around the country, fighting off weird shit. And we got a mysterious blonde wife. Well, dead wife in this game, but mysterious in another game. Though I'm still looking forward to that. How come I don't speed reload? I do most of the time, I just often aren't. I'm not... let me just point out my situation. My microphone, my giant-ass microphone, is kind of sitting in the position where the reload icon appears. So I actually have to move my head around my microphone to watch my reload icon for the fast reload. So I do have an excuse, chat. I do have an excuse. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, there'll be a lot more digging around.
Well, hub's farther than I hoped.
Then we better move it, Delta.
Right, through here. We got a swarm at our location.
I'll deploy TV units to take it out. Just get the Carmine.
We'll go. Right after we're done here.
Go to the Dartigan! Jack, hit him with flag! Fire in the hole!
That one was handled pro.
I see you. Hold on.
Why aren't you helping him up?
I got you.
Oh, Jack was down. I didn't know he could go down.
Room's clear.
All evac trucks, proceed immediately to the hub. No stopping.
Lizzie, Delta here. There's a swarmac in the settlement. Keep your convoy away from it.
Ah, Delta, I was gonna do donuts around it.
Be advised, Corporal. They're faster than they look. Delta out.
Jack self-revives? It seemed like I had to revive him, though. When is my birthday? July 14th. Probably shouldn't have mentioned that, though. That's information you don't need. But it's already out there anyways. The White Zephium. It's the truth. There's a resistance inside the founder community today. We are speaking out. In the wake of the Settlement 2 massacre, we have been led to complacency by hollow words and half-hearted concessions. We as citizens are in danger of losing sight of the reason we made our voice heard that day. Settlement 2 was formed on a promise that citizens would be granted the autonomy to fulfill the needs of their community and direct their own destinies. Today we remain unable to do either, and the crimes of those who butchered us remain unanswered for. Effectively, the extension of the new F3... I hate those kind of words. Stop it. Make them normal. We are routinely directed to adopt and maintain the stringent and effectual policies of the First Minister. Anything counter to the new Ifrin agenda is tantamount to sedition. This status quo is unsustainable. Needed a drink to get to that one. I'll speak with you again soon. Get in on the First Minister's desk ASAP. We need to find out where these are coming from. One step closer until chat becomes dark. Wait, is that the objective? You know, I'm losing touch with what my chat wants. That's not a good sign. Enforce Carmine. No, I got... Where he be?
Evac convoy. Yeah. Lizzie's from the speed of it. They're the best driver we got. Problem is, yeah, she knows it.
Please tell me we're gonna jump into the back of one of those. The Darnality approaches. Now, that's a term I like. What will the Darnality involve, though?
Cut through this building.
I mean, I know what the singularity is.
Everybody, stay back! They're coming in!
Hey, stand down, Private. We're gears.
Shit, sorry, Lieutenant.
No harm, no foul.
First were the moves, then the cult was formed. Soon we will all be me.
Civilians hold up in here.
Lizzie, Delta requesting civilian pickup. Sector 8, apartment complex.
Copy that, Delta. I'll circle back.
July 14th, National... You guys are trying to give me a swollen head.
No problem,
Stop it.
Private. Come on, Delta.
You're gonna turn me into one of those streamers that yeah, I just bought a new Porsche. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's my second one. So what's it like, you guys being poor? Huh? No one wants that. Had a crap day, but glad to be here now. Well, I'll try to improve it a little bit, gamer. See, that's the kind of streamer you want. You want a good, wholesome streamer with a good grasp of reality. You want a streamer that just, randomly throws bread out to cute forest animals.
I'm glad you showed up when you did, sir.
Everyone gets a monotone voice in the Darnality, along with a penchant for paying attention to details in games most people don't care about. This sounds like a terrifying future. I'll be out of a job. I need to stop this from happening. I can't have any more competition. Then again, most of my competition so far on YouTube is kind of like dropped out of the race. Yay me. Or at least don't upload as much as I do. It's not easy making a sin video. Not easy living the sinner life. Full of long hours, fast cars, and intense sex with beautiful women. Most men can't handle it.
We're not, but the convoy's on the way.
You guys don't even know the sacrifice I make every day. My health goes into making those videos.
Careful out there, sir.
Are other settlements getting
We'll go. Let's go, Delta.
Settlement 2 welcome package. I don't have any interest in reading that. I have a monopoly on sinning games. Well, in the English language at the very least. I'm Mr. Game Sins, that's how I call it. You meme your community manager, you turn him into a crazy guy with a farm and an army of trained chickens who plays League all day. That actually sounds more realistic, though. What other languages are games being sent in? I'm friends with a German game center named Gameomat. He actually shows up in chat from time to time. No hentai tonight.
I took care of it. TVs, we gotta secure this straight.
If only you knew I'd start the stream late. If only I had known that. This kind of, forced upon me.
Otherwise, we're stuck here.
Because, the game didn't unlock until 9 p.m.
Baird, we're assisting a stalled convoy. We might need reinforcements here.
Roger that, Delta.
You had no idea GameMan also sent? Yeah, he runs a German GameSense channel.
Goddamn time. I'm the ranking officer, which means I call in the reinforcements.
Yes, sir. I will fix it.
Sedition will not be tolerated.
All my grenades.
So this is a swarm, huh? Not impressed.
You will be set. Target acquired. Engaging targets.
No one wrecks my trucks. Only I get to wreck my trucks.
Oh.
Take him out.
JD, your Condor's close. What do you need?
Oh, that's who's doing it. 2.
Lieutenant Tutani requests Guardians.
Oh, do I then?
On the way.
Okay, let's get to cover what the game suggests.
Guardians, secure this street.
You'll know our duty, Lieutenant.
Can't load civvies onto these trucks if there's no trucks left.
Target locked.
Those guys need to die right now. This is the one game that needs destructible cover. I'm out of grenades too, because I threw them all.
Oh shit! Zion! Alright, people!
Oh, I don't want to, get around. Use flashbang? I've been using flashbang. I think it's on cooldown right now, actually. Oof. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Damage sponge. Right. Can you get them out of there now, robot friend? There has to be a way out there. I'm gonna go up the stairs. Screw it.
There's just one left, Delta!
Oh, cool. He is in the worst position to get at.
Street's clear.
Give me this weapon here, the Imbar.
Got it.
Electromagnetic accelerated rounds after a short charge up. Timing is everything. Hey, how come the locusts were using the R sniper rifles and not their own? Since you're bailing, do you ride on 20-inch chrome rims and stack paper to the ceiling? Only in certain games, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. By the way, you catch the stream of that last night here on Twitch. I'll reach baller status eventually, don't worry. I'm gonna stick with the railgun. It seems like a secret. When Indians get married, the groom gets to wear a necklace made of money. I like that tradition. I'm surprised no one's brought that over. No, for me, I don't have a bunch of gold, I just have some Bitcoin. Shit, really? Did that not fire? This is a goddamn shit show on this street. Oh, you gotta fire when the meter is full. Okay, I gotcha. I don't like this gun nearly as much. I'm gonna go back, exchange it for sniper. Pro tip, when one of those flying drones goes down, you can take their... I've actually known that already. But, I couldn't find one. Actually, he just now went down. I was trying to use that new gun I got, and I didn't like it very much.
Delta, Carmine squad just got overrun. They're hunkered down with civilians inside the tower. They're not gonna last if you don't get there soon.
We'll grab that instead.
They need you at the hub. Go! You can get there through the park. Gates by the steps.
All right,
Some parts of this game feel a bit archaic in how you can't just walk off a ledge. You're new, though. Pressing and holding mouse 1 rapidly fires a salvo of rockets. Hold mouse 2 to make the rockets fire more accurately. I'm too wholesome for what, Mike? I'm only wholesome on stream. Over there's where we're going. I'm a whole different level of kinky, you know, once the stream goes off. You know what? Switching weapons. I want this gun.
I'm not going that way.
You're tired? Why are you tired, Puff? What have you been doing today?
Come on, through here.
Are your pockets still not deep enough for our date? I'm actually fairly cheap. I've kind of revised my standards. Really, you buy me a bubble tea, I'm all yours. Well, let me add one more. Bubble tea and a pizza. You know, I have never had a bubble tea. Are those like just marketing hype, or do they live up to the like, oh, this is really good kind of thing? They're just tapioca and milk, right? Domino's pizza is life. I prefer like, you know, non-chain pizza place.
You gonna be okay?
You know, you might not have a problem with shooting innocent people, but I do.
This guy wants everyone to hate him, doesn't he?
Innocent, huh? Innocent. So people throwing firebombs are innocent. Good to know.
Both of you, knock it off.
Had your first one the other day. Do I like White Russian? I don't drink.
Wait, I heard about this. That was you three?
Not three. One of us managed to keep his DBs under control.
What the hell happened?
We identified an insurgent element and eliminated it.
No, you opened fire on a protest.
Every herd needs a good culling.
I'm the character you're supposed to hate.
I know who I'll call from this herd.
You want pizza? I kind of want it now too. I shouldn't have mentioned it. I'm in the middle of like a, you know, I can't really eat now after 6 p.m. So now I'm just like, you know, I need to stop talking about food.
Look, what happened happened. Right now we focus on completing this evacuation.
Goddamn right.
Best pizza I've ever had. You know, the sad thing is, I've only ever had mediocre pizza. There's not really any, you know, really standout pizza place around me, but I am getting better at making my own really good pizza. I wanted to, you know, rectify that. You're pissed off for Tigrix. You're about to eat ramen. Night ramen sounds like a bad idea. That seems pretty heavy. You're currently waiting for Uber Eats.
There's the hub, dead ahead. Shit, Carmine is definitely
I'm gonna waddle very slowly through this level. Yeah, I didn't mention it earlier, but I'm trying this new 36-hour fast that I've read about. So, I started it today at 6 p.m. That was the last time I ate. And it'll be 36 hours before I eat again. So, talking about food is just like, I better stop. Oh, congrats to your sister getting hitched. Hope it makes for a happy family. Oh, I gotta remember that. Hey, bring that over to me. Your Indians got stereotyped by us. If they were wearing an orange shirt, we think they're from Swiggy, and if red, from Zomato. There's words there that I just don't know what you're referring to. I'm guessing it's a cultural thing. Try ordering a thin crust BBQ sauce pizza with chicken and bacon. Part of that sounds good. I don't think barbecue sauce on pizza is for me though. That sounds kind of unhealthy. No, actually, fasting periods are actually incredibly healthy for you. You see, our bodies are kind of still adapted to not having food all the time. If you're a mammal, you're supposed to actually have periods where you don't eat, and then periods where you do. It's pretty much scientifically proven at this point that it's better for you that way. It's not about starving yourself, though. Don't worry. I'm not an eating disorder. I'm not starving myself. But fasting is actually really good for you.
Damn it! Swarm's taking down our condors too.
Yeah, I bet that goddamn swarm might brought it down.
Every condor we lose means fewer reinforcements.
Healthy, but sounds miserable. Well, it can be hard at the start. I've been doing intermittent fasting for like half a year now, and I've gotten really used to it, and it's not a problem. So now I'm just upping the level of, of how it goes. When am I going to invite chat to my house to drink 40s? Well, I don't drink, and a lot of you live over in, other countries beside the US, so it might be a bit of an expensive trip to make. Also, my house could not, fit 100 or so people. That'd be asking a lot. Well, my apartment, I say, not my house. Don't live in one of those. I'm a millennial. I don't own a home.
Got a way through here. Shit, snatch it. That thing makes its way to the hub.
It's a PlayStation name you came up with when you were in middle school? Hey, don't worry, ZK. Chat was making fun of my original Xbox name today when they saw it for the first time.
Hey, Julie, take him out.
Don't dodge my love. That just happened to be saw blades. Did he just say these cover things have got to go? Hey, Chaos to Hell, thank you for your Twitch Prime. Tell us about yourself if you don't feel shy. Overkill, huh? This is a rocket launcher, isn't it? Had your username since you were in the 8th grade. That was 9 years ago. That's juicy. Shoddy, try it. Well, I will. Yeah, you know. Let's go grab it now. Just wanted to shoot those. Oh, I do have this. I only got 3 shots in the sniper rifle. Might as well try something new. Fires twice per trigger pull. Once mouse. Oh, this also has low ammo. You have my birthday, you got my real name, you just need to know where I live. That's the one thing I guard a lot, very closely though. That can be dangerous information to give out on the net. For all I know, someone's gonna get really pissed off that I send a game they like, and they'll just send a SWAT team after me. I should actually use some of these upgrades. Upgrade his health. What does the upgrades to his stealth look like? Also, Berserko just gifted a sub to iGuy. There you go, iGuy. Make sure you guys use those emotes. Jack takes less damage while cloaked. Stealth fetch. Jack can remain... Well, okay, I'm not gonna upgrade stealth right now. Zapper. Improved capacitor. Jack can fire the zapper for longer. Arc booster. Increases the zapper's range, cascading energy. This seems like a good path to go now. I'll keep the rest of my components. And boom one more at time. Here we go. Sure, I'll do it for you, Snooper. I've got a good boomstick too. Yeah, there are some police stations that if you know you're likely to get, swatted. There are some streamers who have actually, talked to the local police to hopefully avoid that situation. They've usually been swatted in the past too. But that's just I just saw you spawn in. That's why it's also safe. The best safety though is keeping your location a secret. That's also one of the reasons I don't live my life entirely online. I like to keep some privacy. I think far too many people are focused on living their life online these days, and I don't think that's necessarily healthy. You gotta have some of those moments stay belonging to you. If you just let everyone live vicariously through you, then you don't really own any moments to yourself. Saren Colossus. Getting swatted as a streamer is really dangerous, life-threatening potentially. Enforcer, Overkill, and Imbar are effective against DBs. Since they're those electric guns. That's why I wasn't really doing much against, the squid dog. Swatted, you feel old? I'm not sure why that would make you feel old.
Sounds like Carmine's DB still got some fight in him. Let's go!
Your sub heart ran out? Oh, don't worry, man. No one has a sub, but you're a loved member of our community, regardless of whether you have the heart badge or not.
We're going in. On me.
Never feel like that's necessary, please.
All right, looks like Carmine's holed up in that tower with the civilians. Let's show these DBs how it's done.
I got the wrong gun for this situation. My robot's down.
Do not let up. Not now. Come on, baby. You want some? Because I don't think you do.
Also, well, there you go, Snooper. Problem solved. You can always count on this chat to be incredibly generous. I don't know what I ever did to deserve all of you. Oh, I need a grenade here. Maybe accurately throw it. Gotta admit, this game has nice sports.
Nice job, Delta. That's it. Carmine, boss is
I'm
clear.
great as usual. I'm average as usual. I'll take being that. You guys are the ones that are great. I keep saying it, but a stream is only as good as its viewers and the people in chat.
You keep those civilians safe. We'll handle things out here.
Oh, what do we got? Whoa, Lancer grenade launchers? Where the hell does Brown find the time? Here.
Lancer grenade launchers. Oh. Yes, please. Hold R to aim, then release R to fire the grenade at the target. Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's line them up.
Oh, me like. Good weapon. Only 3 in the chamber. That's enough to make you'll make it really useful though. It goes over cover is the key though.
Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Kid, I got a couple condors left.
Oh.
What reinforcements?
Give me fuel, give me fog, give me shepherds.
Send out Shepard. Got it. They're coming in hot.
Why is it I can give orders to everything but the people on my squad? Save the GL ammo, trust me. I'm sure we'll get more. It's a Donka weapon. You gotta use the Donka.
Oh, come on, asshole. You want to fight? Bring it.
Where are they shooting at down here? Oh, over there. No, give me. I want the gun. Fine. Hey, did they actually probably paid the Terminator license money to use that line of Terminated? Can you still grab them and meat shield with a pistol? I actually have not tried. Oh. Shit. I'm gonna guess you can, but the pistol I rarely touch.
They're coming at us from the right. Yo, someone get on that turret.
Have they never heard of, cooling the barrel down properly? Water cooling, people, water cooling. There's a Halo Reach character you can play as Sarah Connor. Wait, that's not Halo Reach. Oh no, and Sarah Connor. Yeah, I know that much. The old Grandma Connor, right? The new one. Oh no, they're still coming. Never mind. Okay, they're kind of just coming in at a slow pace now. That isn't threatening. I think there's something going on behind me. Oh, out of. Hectic and well done me. You missed Freddy? He hasn't been here for a while. You mean the guy who just asked so many questions? He might still be lurking, who knows. Freddy, you there? You have someone who misses you. I need ammo. But sometimes people just move on. And we get new people to replace them. But then you have the old fogies that are always there.
Secure. Continue the evac.
Copy that, Delta. We're coming out.
Wow. We are just gooed up.
Evacuees, listen up. Double time it to the Minotaurs. No personal items, no luggage.
Like that.
No personal items.
Carmine. Man, you kept a lot of people alive today, Sarge.
The grub killer returns, baby!
Grub killer, swarm killer, whatever. Yeah, rescued by my old trainees.
Uncle Clay.
Yeah, and now I gotta get up again.
'Tis midnight, yeah, but I need to make up a little bit for, you know, starting late.
Radio died.
See you later, Puff.
These guys pulled me out of a jam.
Guess I owe you twice, Phoenix.
Now what?
Oh, they got another one.
Open fire!
Are you gonna tell me those leeches can hack, you know, robots? Yeah, leave us.
Shit, Raven down. Let's get to the crash site.
I wonder if this is gonna be. There's always that one Gears level, right, where you have like an environmental hazard. Usually it was like the bats or like, you know, glass. No, ice. This time it's leeches. Now, whatever happened to the razor, what is it, the krill? I think they were called or something? They seem like a big issue.
We should check that crash for survivors, man.
You're watching Demon Slayer Aka Kimitsu. That's 2 anime for me. No Yaiba yesterday. I'm on the Spider Mountain arc. I feel like someone's Rule 34 Spiders fantasy got in the anime. I love the anime so far, but I'm a big arachnophobe. Rule 34 Spider. Ooh, that's 2 words that shouldn't go together. So it was like hentai spiders, is what you're saying to me right now.
Fire's in the way. Find a way around.
What's next? They died from the bombs in the first game? What about the periodic razor hail that happened once in 2? Is that still a weather phenomenon? Man, missing out on the real physics to make that just explode in a shower of chips.
Through here.
Because of nature.
Cardio kit. Hang on. That has stim tech. Joe, got an idea.
New ability found. Stim. Jack gives a temporary armor boost, affects all squad mates within range, in co-op only. Only the Jack player can equip or upgrade Jack. So we can have support, which is, stim, or that. Stim sounds a bit more, Upgrade, faster recharge on the stim. Sure, we'll try the stim out. Can you believe that 6 years later we finally managed to replicate the Metal Gear Rising blade mode mechanic? In which game? Which game is using that? Okay, what's the use for the flash? It's T. So what do I use to activate that one?
All right, with that upgrade, Jack can stim our way through that fire.
Oh, I have to aim and then press T. Or I just hit the press T. It doesn't change at all. Oh, just Unity, not a game. Okay, so maybe what game will be made? You got my hopes up for a second. Rule 34 Spider Monster Girl hentai is definitely a thing. Oh, I know. I don't doubt it. Trust me. I wasn't doubting that exists. I'm just wondering why that'd be in a, apparently a mainstream anime. Usually that only appears in the more, the more gentlemanly anime. Wait, are we using stim to get through this?
Okay, go!
Nano machine, or stim, son.
Oh, that's strong stuff. Forgot about that.
Steroids can help you get through fire. Hold shift and press 3 quickly to swap between stim and pulse. Nano stim, son. I'm thinking about a Frank-Your-Face Nano Machines emote at some point. You made it before the end of the stream? That's just because it's going longer because I started late. Bolt talk. Kind of liking the overkill actually, so I'll stick with that. Winners don't do drugs? Are you channeling Ronald Reagan?
Alright, looks like it's stim time.
Requesting backup.
Well, we're stimming, but we're gonna stim over here, because this looks like, stuff. Heard good things about Gears, but yeah, technically it's good, but it's kind of a slower paced Gears, to be honest. It's kind of weird. It's like, usually Gears doesn't have these really, really slow sections like we're getting here. I guess it's, you know, for more plot reasons. So the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer dropped. I saw it, and it still looks retarded. Well, stupid. Lots of, you know, ways to describe it when you think about it. It's like, is it like an alternate version of what happened at the end game of 3 because the end game of 3 sucked? Don't really get what they're going for. But it's like, here's the in-game 3, and we're gonna try to make it better. Is what it looks like they're going for. Oh. Not getting close while that's going. Or I can use the flash, which works well too. Well, I just fucked that up horribly. Can you force someone in chat to help me best Tigrix? And no, I cannot do that. You have to call in your own friends, I'm afraid. Or, you know, ask if anyone wants to. That can sometimes work too. Hey, cool. Oh, no. Oh, definitely not good. I'm roasted. First death, actually. You've been stuck on this asshole for 3 days? That's what they call, you know, level design, son. You're supposed to be stuck on it. This stim cooldown, you know, is a lot quicker outside of combat. Gears 4 is... I wouldn't say Gears 4 is bad, it's just meaningless. It doesn't really serve much of a point. Do those descriptions work? Wiki editor's ranking of the Gears franchise is 2, 5, 3, 1. 4 in Judgment Day doesn't exist. Well, if the wiki editor says so.
Over there, snipers! Let's clear them out!
We're gonna be bold, chat. That's the plan as well. I gotta wait for Stim to recharge though. Overkill, you say? Oh, am I out of grenades? I am. Well, it worked.
I think we got them all.
If that block thing can shut down our boss, there's no way we can hold this settlement.
JD, Joe, Marcus and I had to bug out of the wall. Swarms everywhere. Can't reach control.
Something's messing with our comms.
You know, I think Gears of War 1 is still my favorite.
From Colfax and Carmine.
And we got a regroup.
Mainly because it actually felt fresh and new.
Welcome. See you there.
JD, come on, let's go.
I don't think it's ever really recaptured that feeling since then. Sure, we'll take Dartigan. Even though that game had a lot of stuff cut from it. Mainly because that was the first, you know, Xbox game that actually felt next gen too. I still remember when Xbox 360 was, you know, announced and they showed off the games for it, and none of them looked really that good, and except for Gears.
Hey, there, through the loading dock.
You're imagining how much fun we'd be playing if we played side by side. It's awesome in your mind. I'm sure it is. I'm sure I'm just like the best gamer bro ever. I'm constantly just like bro fisting you. It's like you did a great job, guy. Continue to do so. What are some new games that are coming out? Well, in the next month or two we have... Well, shortly we have Borderlands 3. And then we also have... What is it? There's some kind of weird Devil May Cry clone coming out this month as well. Devil something or another. And then next month, you don't really have much outside of a game called... horror game called Moons of Madness. And then you get the big gun of the year. You get your, you know, Death Stranding. And then, you know, Life is Strange ends out the year in December. Devil's Hunt, yeah. I'm sure it's gonna be a, you know, a really trashy game, but hey, it might be fun.
Come on, in here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yo, Jack, give us some light.
Oh, shit. We're losing a lot of gears.
And Pokemon. Is everyone still pissed off about Pokemon, though? Or is everyone just like, alright, whatever, I'll still play it?
Phoenix, I made it back to my convoy. Gonna try to get these people out of here.
Copy that, Lizzie. Good luck.
No hype for Demon X Machina. That's the Switch robot game, right? I don't know, I haven't seen much of it, but from what little I have seen, it didn't really look... It's just, I don't know. Didn't really appeal to me, I guess. Just not my type of game. Oh yeah, Blasphemous comes out tomorrow. I almost forgot about that one. Thank you for the remind. I might have to, you know, play that on stream at some point. How does that work? You know, a squid taking over a robot.
Are you kidding me? That flock thing doesn't just shut DBs down, it turns them. What the hell, man?
Use overkill. What? I didn't see a gun called overkill. Oh yeah, I actually played the Ghostbusters game back when it came out. It's pretty decent. Oh, the 4-barrel shotty? I just wanted to use up this though. Since it's only got like 2 shots left. Let me use the big gun, alright? Even if it's ineffective. The explosions are pretty. Use the logic of a necromorph taking over a dead body, but then apply the logic to robots. Well, I can understand something that's cellular taking over something that's also cellular. Can't really understand how a squid or a leech reprograms a robot. Yeah, the shotgun I got is the overkill, but like I said, I wanted to use up the rocket. Might as well.
Oh shit. Careful. He's over the radio. Now let's get the rest of her.
goopy. See, now I had to use it. Something tells me I've stirred the beast, chat. Wait, these are just big daddies, almost. They even have the red eyes and the red and yellow caution lights. Well, small daddies. This game has stealth sections. I've noticed it a couple times. They're not the kind of game I'd want to play as stealth as anyways, even if it's an option. I come for gears to shoot. And shoot I will. Even if I have no ammo for anything. Oof. Harry. Probably thinking about the robot enemies, they don't drop ammo. Thank you, game. You gave me one shot. BioShock is overrated? I think Infinite definitely is. But BioShock 2 I stand by as being excellent. I don't think I want that dinky little gun. Infinite is your fave? I like Infinite, but I still like... The first BioShock is just infinitely better to me. Oh, you're just an exploding enemy. I get you now. I'm gonna have to take the Gnasher. Just realized I got more of these rounds. Let's use them. What was it, R? Oh yeah, there's a ceiling there.
Okay, they're done.
I've seen enough of this horror movie.
How come this Lancer can't use that ammo's Lancer?
Argument here. Come on.
Or that Lancer's ammo, I mean. I'm gonna have to switch. No food talk? I'll live. You can talk about food. If conversation about food would get me to, stop the fasting, then I, wouldn't be worth doing it in the first place. Yeah, I know it's the different Lancer, but they should be using the same regular ammo. Like, I know they just have a different attachment is all they got on them. super yawn. Well, I can't. Is in a building. Oh wait, there's a ceiling. Well, I knew there was a ceiling. I just thought, you know, the rocket would shoot under it, then it would go up in the air and detonate and rain hell on them. Man of focus, commitment, and willpower, just like John Wick. Whoa, 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 whoa. That maybe tone it down a little bit. This is called the Grand Booma Hotel. There you go. There's the meme way of now pronouncing it. John Wick. I don't really have dark hair though. I do actually need to get a haircut. My hair's getting a little bit too long.
We're going in there, Del.
Have I watched the John Wick? No, I have not watched the new John Wick. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, Chad. I don't watch many movies. Don't always have time for them.
Believe this turning shit so fast.
Hello, Dex. What are you doing, kitty?
Cold, fast, Carmine. You think they're okay?
I hope so. Let's get to Kate and Dad. Then we can worry about the others.
Pick up horse. Lost horse plushie. JD here. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of what you're fighting for. Today, that's not so easy. Yeah, if my cat got killed, then I might have to be a John Wick. And I'd rather not be that if that's the payment, if that's the price you pay. Splinter Cell is your favorite stealth game? I really like Chaos Theory. I don't like a lot of the other games though. Or at least all the ones that came after Chaos Theory. 1, 2, and 3 is Splinter Cell for me.
Oh shit. Not going that way.
Man, I'm surprised no one's actually come up with a multiplayer like Chaos Theory as a spiritual successor yet. Any chance we might get a Splinter Cell Sins video? I'm kind of waiting to see if Ubisoft ever wants to make it relevant again. Oof. Maybe if they ever announce a new one, I might, you know, consider making some videos on it. I thought he was actually going to take a baby bottle. Splinter Cell to the ranks of the mobile games. It's very sad. Yeah, I think it just wasn't selling well for a while and they gave up on it. I mean, they are doing a bunch of Tom Clancy stuff, and he did make a cameo in, which was it? Rogue One? I mean, no, Rainbow Six? Rogue One. As if, you know, Ubisoft is doing Star Wars games. So there's a chance. Yo, aren't these just the Flood, chat? I knew they felt familiar. Yeah, he makes a reference to you know, Solid Snake. I've seen the video. These things are called rejects. But yeah, totally the Flood.
These things are freaking me out.
Hey, see you later, gamer. Have a good night. I'm waiting for this level to end, then I'll finish it up myself. Wow, why did I never see these until the end of the fight? There we go, good shotty again. Summer birth ceremony. No, I wouldn't say it's, that it's stealing. There's influenced. Big difference. I mean, if you're going to be a Microsoft shooter game, you might as well be influenced by Halo. Where exit? Move through the hotel, regroup with Kate. What do I think would win, Master Chief or Doom Guy? Doom Guy.
Come on, this way.
I don't think it'd be much of a match, even.
Who gives a shit? Just kill him!
They're leeches, man!
You're just not noticing? I like the splatter you get all over you. Good goop. To be clear, there's not many FPS heroes that I would put above Doom Guy. Influence ends? Yeah, well, stealing something wholesale, that's a different thing. But if you're just influenced by something, you can have something similar to it. Didn't I fight this in, Kingdom Hearts 3?
Solid copy, Dad. Loud and
Cool.
clear.
Heads up. That flock thing's made up of leeches.
Yeah, we know.
They're messing with our comms somehow, but Baird's
Boom
got a
shot.
squad cleaning off the
Maybe.
radio towers. We're at the theater. Are you close?
No. Actually, no, I got plenty of shotgun rounds. I don't know if I want the boom shot or not. Leeches separate from the flock and try to come closer to you to kill quick. Be on my guard. Are you writing the manual for this game, my guy? That sounds very similar to what you'd read in a, old school video game manual. Yeah, I'll keep the boom shot. Or that one, whatever it's called. The trailers made this game seem like it was going to have a sanity effect? What? War has changed. Fuck Fallout. Yeah, that was kind of the idea they were going for, wasn't it?
Del, we're leaving.
Come we didn't hear any of this through the door. Oh, there we go. Well, let me use ammo at first.
We'll be pushing back.
Appreciate it, sir.
DBs, come on. Clear this street.
Or, never mind. War has changed 5 seconds later. War, yeah, they said it, what, 5 times was my count? He really wanted that theme to stick in your head. One of my prouder sins, actually.
Oh shit! Fuck! Fuck! Take it down before it turns these butts!
Well, they got the big robot, unfortunately. Let's look for ammo. If I had to pick between JD or Dell, who would I pick? Still Marcus Phoenix. I don't really have much about those two of the characters that have appealed to me yet. This level is going on for a while. A real long while, actually. I don't know, I guess I'm just a stickler for the character. You know, I leave the prom with who I came with. So sometimes I'm not really sold on when a game tries to give you a new main character. Because it's rarely worked out. In my opinion.
Got it.
Let me get my good gun, my, ammo's, full ammo back. There we go. Well, that shotgun went empty quick, didn't it? Everyone is big boy. Like I said, it's a world full of human growth hormone. How else could you explain it? Like, even the women, everyone is big. I remember the politician you see in, like, 2 was like a huge guy. I love it when I spend all this time looking around for ammo and find none. Mulcher. Versus what? I guess we'll go with the Mulcher.
Take that.
Is there really enough lore to Gears of War to be, part of the wiki community? Isn't it just underground monsters attack humans? For the most part?
About time you two showed up. Glad you're safe.
Baird, we got him. Where do you need us?
Well, at the theater there was a group of evacuees there. Lost contact with them an hour ago.
Okay, we'll round them up and get them to safety.
Gears lore as deep as Warhammer. I sincerely doubt that.
Don't do it.
Roger that, but there's a lot already out there.
Understood, Control. We'll keep an eye out.
Alright, in the intro alone, I counted 4 times Snake said war has changed. He says it again at the end, though. Gotta remind you of that theme. Enough lore to make book. Well, you can make a book out of something that doesn't even have a lot of lore, though. Sometimes a lot of the lore isn't even really present in the game, either. Sometimes the book is the lore. There's probably more lore inside of Halo than there is in, the Halo books instead of the games. Or at least it used to be. Control has a book coming out though. Okay, that makes sense. I suppose. Well, no, it has a book in the game. Okay, you said it had a book coming out. It does have a lot of reading though. An embarrassing amount, actually. Strangely, this game has a lot of reading too. I don't know if they really knew who they were making this game for, because I don't really think of reading when I think of Gears. Especially song lyrics.
Hey, that actor guy. What's his name? Jace Stratton. He was in the play that's running here, right?
If you're worried, don't be. Jace can handle himself.
Apparently Gears is coming out. I don't think Gears is ever going to be quite on the same level as Halo, though. I think it had an opportunity to be, but I think they missed out on it. I think it really, after 2, it had a really strong possibility of being another Halo. Someone in the Gears universe attempting to be Lin-Manuel Miranda? If so, damn it, Dartigan, why aren't you rapping it? Because rapping me would get rid of all my viewers forever. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm a businessman, you know? No one should ever ask me to do that.
Let's check the stage.
My name's Dartigan. Yeah, I would literally be like OG Loke. Worse than OG Loke. You can't rap with a monotone. My voice kills musical lyrics. Game Care Network raps real good though. Is that so? I think you're trying to bait me. Hey, Fairy, you have a good night. See you next time.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a
He's got
headache.
plot headaches going on.
Okay, let's go. Damn it. Nothing.
People were here. Where'd they all go?
Maybe they got out.
Let's get that curtain open.
Someone write me lyrics. You guys are tempting fate. I will sing the song that ends the earth. You're almost done with the hunt. Well, congrats. And it came from someone named Keichu. Well, no, I can physically rap. It's just gonna be so painful that it's not gonna be good, to say the least. Like, women will have miscarriages, bad levels of bad. You have to know your limits, chat. You have to know what you can and you can't do. And singing is not my forte. Will I sim Doom Eternal? It depends. I'm gonna guess it probably won't be sinnable, because Doom Guy doesn't really give a shit about the plot of his own game. He literally ignored it in the first one, in Doom 2016. Like, there's a plot there, but he didn't care. So I don't know if it'll be possible or not.
Okay, let's try this one.
I'm definitely gonna stream it and play it, so you'll get that at least.
We got a problem.
Big robot.
That can't be good.
Look behind it. The evacuees. They're all dead.
Let's just stay quiet and try to get out of here.
Oh, God damn it! Kill that thing!
Oh. Someone draw its attention.
God damn it, here they come.
Up on the balcony!
What did you miss? This game turned into Resident Evil. Like the music choice though, very tasteful.
It's done. Let's just get out of here. Find the others.
Hey, think we can exit stage right.
Okay, for that joke, no. That's a lot like the play in the daycare in Dead Space. Oh, another game I'm gonna have to send at some point. Hold down the reload button with a minigun, it cools down faster? I didn't know that. Probably because I wasn't paying attention. You'll notice that happens a lot. So these people were shot to death, weren't they? I'm gonna guess the supposed good guys did that too. You know, the levels in this game got really long.
Theater evacuees didn't make it.
This one's been going on for a while now. I kind of figured it'd be over by now. I just said bye now quite a few times there. That's a sign I'm sleepy.
But I can't reach Cole or Foz. You heard from them?
No, not yet. But we'll keep looking.
They didn't like the play. Harsh critics. I'm surprised the stream has held up so well tonight. Usually I get a few frame drops. Again, no urinals in this bathroom. And this is a, you know, double what do you want? Unisex. You know, there, you know, 2 unisex bathrooms, but no urinals. A sin for the sin train. Music playing inside a theater while fighting enemies. Cliche. I don't think that happens enough to be, you know, just get a cliche sin. I try to avoid giving those out except for very, very specific things because they always never really feel that funny or they kind of feel lazy. Because you could probably name quite a few things like that, so I try to be a bit more creative. Look up. Look up where? Did I send Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I have. I hated that game. One of the most grindy pieces of garbage I've ever played. Look at the poster, it's literally a knock off of Hamilton. Embry, the musical. I have to know what Embry is, though. See, I didn't even have to look at the poster, they were going to show it to me. Any news on the new Assassin's Creed? Other than it's Norway. I don't know much about it. I haven't really been paying much attention. I wanted to get the whole series out of my system before I go back into it ever again.
Control, it's Delta. You're breaking up. We're at the theater. Say again?
You gotta get out of there, kid. They're letting the settlement go.
Wait, can't we use the Hammer of Dawn?
Not when I can't target the damn thing. Just fall back to the main gate.
Baird, we're stuck on the other side of town.
Phoenix, Lizzie here. You're at the theater?
Lizzie, thank God. Affirmative.
Been diverted, like
What is plot? We don't really know yet, other than they want to, you know, launch satellites.
Delta out.
In here, come on!
Hey! Whoa, 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 it's us! We, brought company.
Ooh, Mac. Or whatever they call it now.
That's the bastard that shot down our Raven! What? How can you tell?
A Swarmac. Target its blisters. Oh, okay, I need to move.
And now we've got drones!
Okay. Grenade you then. We need more Coltrane? Hmm. Hmm.
That's it, Jack!
Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, this is a lot of hammering. Right, there we go. We flanked it. Very messy assault going on right now. I want that rocket launcher. Oh my. Timed that perfectly, did he?
Always, but now it's got a mouthful of food!
Mount. Sure. I just shot myself. Shoot the mouthful of boom. Well, someone else got to be a hero. I spent that fight just, you know, ending it by lying on the floor in a pool of my own blood.
So, Dal, see any friendly faces you recognize?
Maybe that's the peaceful protester who broke
You think a
my
Hamilton can use that scene? I do too. I think it's historically accurate as well.
You're a goddamn coward!
Wow. Well, have I got news?
Pause. Don't.
Guess who ordered the first shot, Del? Directly into those peaceful protesters of yours. Yeah, that's right. Lieutenant Pedigree there.
Guys.
But why?
Come on, guys. Look, I mean, they were throwing incendiary... The whole thing was confusing, all right? I didn't mean to have it happen. Never mind.
Cavalry's here.
That was random. Okay.
Look, we can discuss this later.
Wasn't I playing as him? I don't remember doing that. I'm lost.
Double time it. I need to get these people out of here.
How many more motorcycles do you got, Cole? JD had innocent protesters killed, yeah, but when did they have that done?
I don't even have the coordinates.
I mean, I was playing as him that entire time, wasn't I?
Are you nuts?
Baby! Distract my armor and offset!
One of those things I'll have to look for when I watch the footage, I guess. Before the start of the game. Oh, okay. I thought they were saying I did it during this, you know, the level. Is he gonna sacrifice himself? New main character time. He's gotta redeem himself already, huh? It was before Gears of War 4. Okay, well, way back then. Who was that guy? Main character of Gears of War 4. Oh, he lived.
Woo! See? I told you it'd work. Barrett! Barrett! What's going on?
Can't control it. Iris, shut it down! Shut it down! God damn it! Just run!
Uh-oh. Yeah, run back toward your friends. Oh, is another car of mine gonna go? You shouldn't have worn the helmet. Are they making another Uncharted game? I don't believe they are. Emotion, yes. The character we never got to see the face of. Well, they do have that one big Carmine that lives. Is JD alive? I'm gonna guess so.
We're on a short string here.
You don't see the body, it means they're alive.
Should we bring him along?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, come on.
People voted to keep that Carmine alive.
So what's your issue with Jack anyway?
Besides spending half my life hiding from Cogbots? No issue.
See? I told you it's not you.
We're now on the grill game. The real game, I think you meant to write. Yeah, that was just the prologue. Took us all one night.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
Oh, plot headaches.
It's your headache again, is it?
Let me give you a bit of advice, chat. If you ever write a story, avoid that. Avoid the magical plot headaches.
He's not gonna listen to you.
It's been done to
How
death.
they let him decide that?
Hey, it's her.
Yes, you know.
Can't come here with cog weapons. Hand them over.
You know who my father was, right? Who my mother was?
And yet, you're the one in cog armor. Go figure.
Man, we're not giving you shit.
Just do what they say.
Fine.
This guy kind of looks like a roided out Fallout character with that armor on.
I'm through.
What about plot diarrhea? Now that's new. Sure, give that one a shot.
He's out back by the steam farm. Try not to cause any trouble.
That's up to him.
Seems like a great place to make a town.
You know,
Act
we've
2,
convinced a
Chapter
lot of
1.
outsiders to come over to the cock and fight, but
Recruitment drive,
I
huh?
feel this nut's gonna be a little tougher to crack.
Yeah, I have the same feeling.
To be fair, she is the most interesting character. I would agree, because the other guy, whatever his name is total wet fish. He's just a lesser Marcus. Whew. So you're playing the pronoun game, by the way, as we're here to see him. Well, they know who he is, but the audience doesn't yet, and that's the secret to writing. And that's also the secret of how you end a stream, because, oof, Dartigan's sleepy. It's like, what, 104? Yeah. Carried that one on a bit longer because of the late start. But that's going to be it for tonight. Fair warning, Kate's ass gets more screen time than Kate herself. Good to know. That's a spoiler I can allow. So, you guys have been great tonight. Thank you so much for being with me. I know it was a bit late, and some of you already went to bed, but hey, you stuck with it long enough. Thank you to my mod team, my excellent group of mods. Thank you to anyone who donated bits or subscribes. We also had a bunch of gift subs from Crit. Once again, Crit, thank you for those gift subs. Thank you for any bits. Actually, I don't think there were any bits thrown around tonight, so that's a first. But regardless, thank you for your support, and thank you guys for just being chill in chat. I will be back streaming again tomorrow. If you haven't watched my Man of Medan video yet, maybe give that a whirl on Twitch, on YouTube. I am just slurring all my words and, mixing them up. Yeah, that's a sign of sleepiness. Anyways, you guys have been great. Hit that follow button, whatever you need to do. And I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.